Awesome. That was a great. That was a really great job. And I hate to say this, but chat just told me they couldn't hear you. Like literally as you were finishing up. Uh, Hang on one second. Give me a task, Kravik. Talk real quick. Let me see if it's working. Nope, still not showing. All right, do it again.
Oh boy, can you get me that box again? I X'd out of it already.
Okay, looks like you're pinging now. My bad. Sorry, I do a different stream prior to this one, and it requires that audio channel to be muted, the one you always come through on. All right, so if you don't want to read it again, I can do it. I'm sorry, Kravik.
Yeah, you go for it.
All right.
I can read it this time if you want.
There you go.
Yeah,
there
somebody...
you go. Let Tronic go this time. Sorry, Kravik. Can't do that to you again.
No worries.
I'm going to do my best Krabic impressing. Stopping the plot or facing an actual god are the actual terms the adventurers now face. Is it up to them and their decisions and their adventure that lies ahead as to what fate awaits them? They have learned that the cult of the dragon is widespread across Faerun. The cult intends to summon forth Tiamat, the dragon queen, the five-headed monstrosity that could lay waste and end the era and bring forth the age of dragons. To stop them, they have defeated a few of the cult's high-ranking members, including the half-dragons Langdrosa and Resmir. They have taken the black dragon mask from Resmir's cold corpse, and now Karabic has it in his possession. They have crashed the castle, filled with loot meant to be for Tiamat's horde, to summon her back from the nine hells to the physical plane. This run-on sentence, by the way, Nathan. So there is no doubt they have dented the plans of the cult of the dragon, but their plans marches onward, as many other events were taking place even as our adventurers worked to stop one of the cog of the overall machine. Many dark forces are at work, and the story will turn very dark and bleak as more of the truth is unveiled. For now, feeling empowered by the success of the last campaign, they have returned to Waterdeep and have been awaiting members of many factions who are gathering for a council meeting at the Lord's Palace. The time is coming soon that the Council of Waterdeep will begin, and what awaits are a group of hardy adventurers. Not quite Krabic. Not quite Krabic quality, but yeah.
All right, so you guys have spent the past couple of weeks in Waterdeep. We can here in a minute. You guys will get a chance if you want to do any shopping or anything like that. But we'll want to snap into this part quickly, and then there will be a moment if you guys decide you want to look around for anything in particular. But you have been told by Leosin, who's your contact with the Harpers, that basically all the faction members, many different factions all over Faerun, are going to gather for the events that are taking place and have a meeting and discuss these kind of things with you. But it took some time for them to all get there. So you guys have just been kind of wandering around Waterdeep doing your own thing. But the day has finally come upon you. You are at the Yawning Portal in Waterdeep, awaiting Leosin, who's supposed to come to escort you to the Lord's Palace, where this council is going to take place. But this time you guys are just sat at a table, you're eating some food, you've got some ale, and yeah, that's where we're at right now.
Can I make a perception check?
Sure.
Because last time I talked to Sommerdog, he told me that he would wait for me at the Yawning Portal.
Ah, so you
want to make sure he's not here.
Okay, so roll a perception check. Or did you already? You did.
I did, yeah.
Okay, so
20.
Nice. So you look about the Yawning Portal. That's so crazy. You remember that. You look around the Yawning Portal, and
listen, I forget everything about this campaign except the romantic liaisons I have put into place throughout Faerun.
So you look. It's very crowded. Yawning Portal's, the largest and most popular tavern in Waterdeep, but you do notice as you're scanning, looking for this particular person in the corner, far away. Kind of a lot of smog and smoke in the room, but you can see a man sitting alone. And the only indication I might tell you it might be Sommerdog is that there is a pipe. He's wearing a cloak. The shadows are hiding his face, but you see a pipe that looks similar to the one you had seen him smoke, that he's puffing on.
I'm just going to cast Disguise Self to make sure that I'm not seen.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to make sure that wasn't going to bite me in the butt.
Okay.
So I cast Disguise Self. I look totally different.
Okay. All right. So, anything else anybody else wants to do?
Talk about
has anyone seen Hamlin? That tricky little thief disappeared after he heard about some treasure.
I mean, he got 10,000 gold, and then he said he had to go see a man about a horse.
Yeah, so he had, while you guys have been wandering around Waterdeep, he has not met you at this particular meeting juncture, so could be he does know that those gems went down with the castle, or could be something else, but he has not shown up. He was highly perturbed about the waste of all that treasure when the castle crashed into the mountain.
Lenora downs her beer quickly and wipes her mouth and is like, "We're better off. You know what trouble that halfling got us into?"
Should we, like, what if he's in, should we send a message to him to make sure he's not in danger?
I think he's probably dead. And then I raise a glass. I go, to that guy.
To that guy. May he be buried under a mountain of gold coins and such.
Why don't you? Can we maybe get in touch with him via your bat?
I mean, I could try.
I shall write a dragon poem in his name.
All right,
man.
I summon my bat and I tell him to go look for Hamlet.
All right, so your bat flutters out the tavern out into Waterdeep. Now, Waterdeep's very big, so it begins its search, and I'll let you know if there's any updates for what the bat sees. About this moment, a familiar face walks into the tavern, darting his eyes around, and then finally lands them on you, Balasar, and the face is Ontharr Foom. You guys may remember him. He was the contact you guys had back in when you had met Leosin back. What was the name of that place? Greenest. And he was the leader. Well, he wasn't necessarily the leader, but he was the contact you had with the Order of the Gauntlet. He looks excited and rushes over to the table. Would you be in maybe the spirits while we wait for maybe another drinking challenge, my friends?
Hell yeah!
I'm determined to redeem myself. I think I was like one and done last time, if I remember correctly.
All right, he begins motioning over the bar wench and tells her he would like to stack the table full of ale on him. Now, remind me, who all is in the Order of Gauntlets? Who joined? You did, right, Balasar and Lenora? Is that right?
Balasar,
Yes.
yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
So as he's doing that, he also tosses over 2 bags of coin, 1,500 gold apiece for Lenora and for Balasar. So if you want to add that to your inventory real quick.
So there is a reward for being part of this guild. I was starting to wonder, Lenora says.
I'm sorry, we're not quite as sneaky as those Harpers, so I had to wait till your return and I could meet you and pay you myself.
Myself.
Yes.
He's suddenly Irish.
That's my best dwarf impression.
You got these from the end of the rainbow, correct?
Wow.
So Elle begins filling the entire table. Onthar's kind of brushing your food off, spilling onto the floor to make room for all the Ale. And he has them all lined up, and he's ready to start pounding them down. So he lifts his first, and no problem. He swashes it down. Of course, this is the first shot. And he motions to Balasar next. Just roll a Constitution.
Okay. Constitution check or save?
Check.
Same
Just
thing.
just
Okay.
a check would be fine.
Oh,
Well, Now remember
Big guys-
remember that the stakes start low and they get higher as it's more down the hatch. But unfortunately, Balasar didn't make it on his first one.
Ah.
He began to feel sick
Giant
and
half dragon, dragon man. His takes a single drink of a beer and collapses.
I told you shouldn't have skipped lunch.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Didn't you, weren't you an early exit last competition as well?
I mean, on anything where Constitution is the role, I'm going to be a pretty early exit. But
Lightweight.
so
yeah,
on third fume, he kind of furrows up his brow. If it weren't for the stories I've heard of your adventures, I would be ashamed to have you in the order. And then he points to Lenora. Show him how it's done.
You got it.
perhaps they're poisoned.
Lenora downs hers no problem at all. And he motions to Tronic.
Okay. I've been practicing. Dun-dun-dun.
Yeah, Tronic with the ease glides right down, one big gulp down the hatch. It is now Fife's turn.
All right. If you recall, my friend, I drank you under the table last time.
Aye, I remember.
So I'm going to cast Bardic Inspiration on myself and roll. Hell yeah.
No
Continuing
problem.
my streak.
No problem for Fife at all. Actually, she took it the best so far, and it is now Krabik's turn.
I'm reading. Thank you very much. This is canon. I sat out of the last one.
Yep.
Also.
Kravik is not interested in the drinking. So he turns back. Let's see.
Ooh, wait.
come
Can I
on,
drink
wait a
his?
minute.
Can I drink his instead?
Sure.
Wait. Hold on.
I
I
hold
drink
on.
his.
Double up the booze content.
Ooh, wait. And I'm going to roll my D8. So it's an 8.
Kravik, come on.
So Fife doesn't
Come
make
on.
it this time. Must be
I
the
know.
road. Must be the road.
I'm gonna try to persuade Kravik to take the next one with us. Come on, this is a time to celebrate. You could have one drink. It's not gonna do anything.
I cast Alter Self on myself to look like Green Emza, and I tell him no thank you.
Oh.
Ooh, dark. That's dark.
Wow.
I don't like that at all. I actually, I do not like that.
No kidding.
I take a swing.
All right.
That's not cool.
All right, so you're gonna have to roll against him. So just do a. Let me pull up Kravik's stats here.
I am gonna cast Shield. That's a reaction spell.
Okay.
Couldn't have been reading that deep.
You better hope you don't have an immediate boss fight here, guys. You're burning
Yeah,
self.
jeez. Yeah, you're burning spells. Oh my god.
All right, so Tronic takes a swing. Kravik shields it so it doesn't connect entirely. It just kind of rattles Kravik in his seat a bit. Ontharfum looks a little shocked, and then the tavern grows silent, and everyone spins. Leosin has walked in. He kind of can tell something has happened at your table, but he's unsure what. He approaches the table. Is everyone ready to attend the council?
Yes, sir.
We have a drinking competition that we've only
Ooh.
Certain things are more important than dear games. Lead on.
Ontharfum claps Balsar on the back and laughs heartily.
Wow.
We'll continue this. We'll continue this another time, my friends.
boo.
So
I say to Kravik, I'm not happy with that at all. I'm just like, watch your step. What is he again?
Ooh.
Is he a gnome?
No.
he's
I'm a forest gnome.
Yeah, watch your step, gnome.
All right, well, watch your peer pressure going forward.
Oh.
Kravik don't like that. Kravik don't like that. All right, so you guys were walking, following along Leosin, who's leading you up to the Lord's Palace. As you're passing through the street, it's pretty normal. Lots of activity, merchants and children running through, and dogs, cats, horses, all that kind of thing. But then suddenly there's this sudden shift in the wind. it brings with it a sense of unease. The feeling is akin to the drop in air pressure right before the approach of a deadly storm, or like faint tremors felt from a landslide or earthquake from far away. You're not the only ones who've noticed either. The city around you goes unnaturally quiet. No dogs are barking anymore. No birds squawk. Even the street vendors have gone completely quiet. The silence only lasts a moment, though, and then the normal city sounds of Waterdeep return to mask the unexplained sensation.
You kept talking too quickly. Lenora was gonna burp during that quiet. Can Lenora let out a belch? Just canonically,
Sure.
During the silence. Okay,
Sure.
Great.
Can I make an insight check into like what that was?
Sure. Roll for me.
Yeah, I'll do the same. After I burp, of course.
Yeah, I'll do the same. Hang on.
Nat 20, baby.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay, so here's what Lenora does notice. It sounds like how do I describe this? Like as if there was a sound that vibrated through the air. However, you couldn't hear it. It was on a frequency that you couldn't hear, and it was actually a very a loud sound from somewhere deep and far away. But the most important thing that Lenore notices is that there's a woman who seems to have been walking the same direction that you all are, following at the same pace, and she's dressed like a noblewoman, very well dressed, and she seems to, when she heard it, as if she recognized it.
Okay, so let's see now. Going back canonically, Lenora burps very loudly, then immediately shifts moods, raises her club of warning, and points it at this woman that she notices, and says, "There's magic afoot. That was no normal silence, and this woman knows something." And I point everyone at the woman that I noticed.
Everyone spins, including Leosin, who sees her, and his eyes light up as if in recognition. Oh, that's Delaw. That's Delaw Silmerhealth. Come here, Delaw. And she begins walking over. And by the way, your club, the eyes stay closed as if no danger.
Okay.
She walks up and she nods. Indeed, I think I do know what has just happened.
Well, don't wait for an invitation to tell us. Continue.
Well, the disturbance that's been sensed, I believe, just now is what is called the Drakkhorn. It's an ancient device whose sounding alerts dragons across Faerun that great events are unfolding. I mean, it's a thing of legend, but it's impossible to say what exactly it even means, but the dragons hear it clearly, and if not now, then eventually they will answer its call.
To what end? Is this related to Tiamat?
I would assume so. I'm sorry for not introducing myself. I figured we would meet inside, but I'm actually part of the council. We'll definitely be talking about it when we're in there. Listen, the only reason I know this is my family had a secret benefactor. It was an ancient bronze dragon. That's how I even know the legend of the Drakkhorn.
Would I be sensitive to it at all?
Not necessarily, no.
Okay.
All right, well, Leosin says we best continue on. Whatever it was, we can talk about it in the council meeting, and continues through the streets, headed north to the spot. And after you guys travel a little further, a few moments later, it happens again. This time, you actually feel the bones begin to almost rattle. Even though you can't hear the sound, you can feel that there is one, and your bones rattle a bit. This time, after it ends, 1 second, you roll for it. A cat actually lunges out of the crowd once it's over and almost hits Fife. It lunges right at her face with its claws drawn, but she manages to dodge out of the way, and it just scampers off.
Hell?
That was fucking weird. Why are we pretending like this isn't weird? That there's this big sound that is that the whole town can hear except for us. Why can't we hear this?
I don't know if I need a new perception check for this, but can I tell that was related to the sound? Like basically, did the cat hear it and we didn't, and that's how it reacted, or what?
Yeah, that's what it seems like. Yes.
Okay.
The fuck? Why can't we hear it? But every single person is every person in the town reacting to it, and it's just us?
Yeah, everybody quits talking when it happens, as if they can feel it.
What the fuck?
All right. Balasar is gonna keep his hand on his sword.
Kravik,
you know what? Sorry, go ahead.
Kravik did kind of fill the air a bit for anything he can notice, and it's definitely magical. And as he looks about, he notices a few bizarre things. He notices a dog in the corner is whining and howling up at the sky, and this is after the noise has already passed, or whatever you want to call it. And he notices a couple of horses are leaving their master and running away from their master towards the streets. Most of the people are beginning to pack up their things and as if they're wanting to go back inside or leave.
And Leosin can hear it.
Yes, Leosin's noticing it the same that you do and looks just as disturbed.
This is fucking weird.
Let's see.
There's probably not going to be anything we can do right now. I'm guessing we go on to the meeting and include what just happened in the conversation. But
okay, yeah, I guess I'm looking around. I guess never mind. My detect evil is only like 60 feet, and I can see 60 feet in every direction.
Yeah, you don't sense anything in the median area, no.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Okay.
It's weird.
All right, so Leosin kind of waves and says, "I think we should hurry. Whatever's going on, there's not much time to waste, I fear." So you continue traveling, and you finally do make it to the Lord's Palace. When you go inside, it's of course elegantly got the banners of Waterdeep hanging up everywhere. It's a large hallway with many different branching off pathways that go through arched stone columns. And Leosin pulls you, takes a turn to the left down a hallway into another room. He brings you up to the double large oak doors, but before he enters, he waits, and the woman that was with you now, Delaw, goes on inside. He waits for her to leave, and then he turns to you all and kind of motions for you to all gather up around him. And then he begins to tell you, though all the factions are nominally committed to stopping the cult of the dragon, none of the delegates today have made substantial pledges yet. There's too much distrust burdening the factions, and not enough is known about the situation. The leaders of the various factions, they kind of have to be shown the path. I do believe that heroes will lead the factions of the Sword Coast with certainty into the coming darkness, and I truly believe you all to be those heroes. Ever be against tough egos and personalities ranging from lords, commanders, and even kings, and none of them can all be made happy. So just do your best to present the case, and of course winning would mean that we rally support from as many, if not all, of the factions as we can. Is there any questions for me before you head in?
Well, what exactly are we trying to convince them of? I mean, do they not know that they were that the cult was trying to summon Tiamat? Like, what?
Yes,
I'm generally asking.
Yes, the general idea is that the cult has amassed. It's undeniable at this point. All the raiding and all the towns and farmsteads that have been burnt to the ground from dragons. Everyone's aware of the cult and their plan, and that they want to summon Tiamat. As you'll see when you're in there, though, that they've all interpreted that in many different ways. What we would like, it was actually the Harpers, not me, but it was the Harpers that basically arranged this. Ramalia of the Harpers, which you'll meet inside, she gathered this together, which a lot has happened since you were last in Waterdeep, and they'll fill you in on those details. But the goal we would like is for each of them commands armies or battalions or something that could help us, and the end goal would be that we get as many from the Sword Coast united, just to put a stop to it. Just put out patrols. Go on the offense, and basically, as we learn more, just try to stop the summoning.
Could you tell us, to the best of your ability, who the different factions are, and from what you know, what they want?
Yeah, I will give you everything I know about everyone that's going to be in here. So, of course, there's us, the Harpers. Many of you are members. We've been rebuilt several times. We, not too long ago, actually rebuilt into the incantation you know now. More of a secret society, but always been all about trying to make sure everything's fair and equal and balanced, keeping a close watch on the balances of power in Faerun, that kind of thing. Ramalia Haventree is going to be the delegate in the meeting, and she likes freedom and respect. She's very honest, very friendly. Her husband died recently, which they think is tied to the cult, which she'll speak more on that herself. And then we have the Order of the Gauntlet. Of course, many of you know one of their delegates, Ontharr Froom, who actually will be in the meeting. He's a very responsible, always working for the greater good, very friendly, is a little hot-tempered at times, but the Order of the Gauntlet is a lot like the Harpers, except for they just don't believe in secrecy. They're a little bit more about defending the weak, no matter the cost. And then we have the Emerald Enclave. They will be joining the meeting. That will be Delon Winterhound, a half-elf ranger. Just to let you know, the Emerald Enclave is all about the balance of nature. So they don't necessarily hate civilization, but they believe there should be a coexistence, and nature nor civilization should interfere with one another. And there'll also be the Lord's Alliance. This will be the largest group that will be in the meeting. This makes up various delegates from different cities, etc. You have, of course, you have Lord Dagult Neverember. He's the open lord of Waterdeep. He will be there. He's mostly about just the city of Waterdeep, keeping it safe, and all that kind of thing. He will likely be leading the meeting, being that it's here in Waterdeep and he is the open lord. He will have Lady Larel with him. She's one of his close companions, and she will likely go along with whatever Lord Dagult Neverember says, being that he is the open lord. Also in the Lord's Alliance, there will be Ambassador Conrad, who is a dwarf, shield dwarf. He's all about the dwarves. He actually used to be the former king of Mithril Hall. He stepped down from that position, but he's a dwarf through and through, and he's here to represent basically the dwarves of the north. There'll also be Marshal Uldar Ravengard. He's you may have heard, everybody pretty much knows the Flaming Fist from Baldur's Gate. He's their leader. Great martial accolades. And he's going to be focused probably on Baldur's Gate and what affects them. Then you have King Malandrak. He is a wild elf, a druid. Once again, he's a lot about balance. He's the king of the Misty Forest and of the elves that live there, which makes up a lot of elven eldritch knights, which we'd like their support. Then there's Terran, Terran Hornblade. He's also with the Lord's Alliance. He controls the Army of Silvery Moon, or also known as the Knights of Silver. So we'd like his support. The thing about Terran is a mage, a wizard, who's led an unnaturally long life due to, some say, he consumes potions of longevity. He's lived much longer than a human should. And then there's Sir Estival, a hero amongst men, human paladin. He comes from the Purple Dragon Knights of Cormyr that are out of Daggerford, and he was sent as their representative. He's a little old now, but he was once he's revered as being a hero of Cormyr and Daggerford. And that should be everyone who I'm aware of that will be there.
Whew. I am a stenographer with the speed with which I was taking notes.
So basically, the entire town is here.
Yeah, many factions from all over Faerun. This is if Tiamat were to be summoned, then it would, nobody would be unfazed.
You mentioned like Lady Lariel and Lord de Galt are like buds. Are there any like negative relationships amongst these delegates?
Oh, sure. Being that they all have their own ideologies and their own cities that they hail from, you're going to see a lot of disagreements. That's why I told you guys you cannot please them all. It'd be impossible to make them all happy. If you make 4 happy, you're going to make 3 mad. But that's more of a matter of politics. I think that we can all get on the same page of the summoning of Tiamat has to be stopped.
The one issue we can all agree on as voters, Tiamat bad.
Yeah, it's an existential threat to not only us as an individual society, but maybe us as a larger human community. I'm going to look at my friends, and I'm going to ask which of them feels most confident speaking in front of a large group of people in a convincing way. Which is my nice way of saying who has high charisma, so I can give you a bardic inspiration.
I think that would be you.
I'm going to talk, obviously, but I want to give other people the opportunity to have inspiration on top of that.
I'm 13. I don't know where that lays in the.
Okay. Any higher? Do we have higher than a 13? Can I get a 14?
I don't know such numbers, but perhaps I could charm some people, especially a paladin.
Okay.
Cormyr.
Cool. So Krabic, I think you should try to say something to convince the mage. Okay. It feels like you guys would be on, creepy, old,
unnaturally old mage.
Yeah, like kind of a weirdo. Like maybe he doesn't know social interactions. That feels like the vibe.
Balasar, we will nerd out on magic together.
Yes.
And how much we hate things.
Just don't bring up his dead girlfriends.
Yeah, maybe don't do that one. That one might be a negative.
I'll see if I can.
You roll with disadvantage on that. Balasar, you can do the Purple Dragon Knights of Cormyr.
What's that guy's name? You were taking
Sir Estival.
Sir Estival.
So Jarrett, Krabic, you'll get Terran Hornblade. Balasar, you can say something to convince Sir Estival. What else do we got? Does anybody else feel comfortable?
We're not going to aim to get everyone, right? So let's just focus on 3 3 or 4 bigwigs and go from there. So maybe we're set, or maybe we kind of wing it.
I mean, assuming we have the gauntlet and the Harpers.
Yeah.
Mm.
Right.
Question: is there like it doesn't seem like there's a specific plan of action yet for how to deal with this dragon cult? Is that what we're all going to be discussing now?
Are you asking that to Leosin? Oh, are you just asking
Yeah.
To be honest, I since I'm not the delegate for the Harpers, I assume so. I assume that this is about getting information from you of what happened, as well as giving you all the information that their various groups have gathered and what they can bring to you.
Okay, so we'll have to confer, everybody. Once we have a plan of attack, then we will have to split up and figure out how to convince each of our people what to do.
I mean, it's also possible. Like, I think there's an agreement amongst everybody that we need to do something, but maybe it's going to end up that we don't agree on what should be done, and so I think that we have to be conscientious of the fact that like there might be some plans that require more bodies in a room, and if the Emerald Enclave wants to, do some like voodoo magic in their little tree house, then we can let them do that. But, we really need to make sure that we get all of the Lord's Alliance, or like, I don't know. The Harpers I'm going to look at Leosin. Like the Harpers are cool, right? Like the Harpers will, vote like they'll line up. They'll get behind, whoever the nominee is.
Yes, it's highly likely that you'll have very little issues with the Harpers or the Order of the Gauntlet. Probably everyone but those two groups will, how do I put this, probably be judgmental. And that's just the way politics work. So don't take it personally. Just remember that no matter what you could have done, no one would have been happy with the results entirely.
I've seen reviews. I've given performances that have mixed. I've gotten a 74 on Rotten Tomatoes before, sir. I know how to handle mixed reviews.
Just to be clear about what's happening here, we're not trying to convince him of anything. We're just giving testimony under the guise of something needs to be done with Tiamat, right? We're not hearing different factions talk about how they think they should handle the situation, and we're not making any sort of decisions. We're here to just testify of what happened to us on our journey, correct?
No, I do believe you'll be involved in the decision-making as well. You are the only group of people who's faced off against the cult and survived. You've faced off against 2 dragons, killed one, ran off the other. You're kind of a legend at this point, so I do believe that your insight will weigh heavy on the group.
We ought to be making the decisions. None of these feted chickens living in their crystal palaces have seen the kind of shit that we've seen.
I agree, but if only the Harpers and the Order of the Gauntlet had the numbers to face something like Tiamat. We just need their support for what they control and the people they can add to the oncoming war.
We're rallying the troops.
Indeed.
So to speak.
I'm going to give a bardic inspiration, like right before we go into Balasar and Krabik.
Okay.
All right.
So you have a D8.
Have you already applied it to him?
Let me apply it.
Okay, yeah.
Let me get that to these boys. Okay,
this is mostly roleplay. But you never know. There could be some rolls and.
Okay. Balasar has it, and Balasar has it, and Lenore, I'm taking away your old bardic because it dies.
Okay.
Okay, everybody's good.
All right. So Leosin bids you farewell, wishes you luck, and heads back out into the main hallway of the building, and the doors are in front of you.
You're not coming to the meeting, Leosin?
I unfortunately was not invited. You'll hear the details of that when you're there. Don't take it personally. I don't, and neither should you.
I take it personally.
Yeah. I would be very mad if I were you, Leo.
I don't know what the meaning of not taking it personally is.
Justice for Leosin. I'm gonna disguise. I would change my disguise self to say justice for Leosin.
I have 2 issues on the table.
My shirt.
equally important issues, Leosin.
Tiamat and Leosin's invite.
I appreciate.
Leosin's our best friend, and Leosin should be here for all of this.
I appreciate the words of confidence, but trust me, Romalia, she is definitely the one for these type of political debates. She will be much more fitted to represent the Harpers.
You're a man of action
And modesty.
and modesty. Leosin, we're going to buy you something nice.
He smiles at that, and then he is off.
I like that guy.
Leosin's dope. We like him.
Yeah, we good? Like, Leosin's our guy?
Yes, he's
Yeah.
dope. Shall we? He's a cool dude.
Okay, Leosin and Anthram. I feel like those are our dudes, like on both sides.
All right, we're in agreement here.
Yeah, let's go to the meeting.
All right. So you swing the doors open. There is it's a discreet room except for the lavish table in the middle and the cushy chairs surrounding it. No one's seating has sat yet, but they're kind of gathered up talking amongst each others. But when the door opens, they all quit talking and look your way, and they all begin going to the table. And assuming their seats, leaving seats for all five, they actually have 6 seats laid out, but 6 seats are left empty together at the side of the table that the door is on. The table is long. At the other end of it is someone you recognize who is Neverember, who is the open lord of Waterdeep, and everyone else sits except for him, who does kind of a courteous bow as he sees you enter into the room, and kind of holds out his hand. Please sit, my friends, and we'll begin.
All right, that's it.
We graciously sit.
That's it.
Okay, well, Degult Neverember begins to speak. Everyone casting their attention to him, he says, "Welcome, everyone. As you are all likely aware, I am Degult Neverember, the open lord of Waterdeep, and we have much dire and dour things to discuss. The brave group which I have brought before us today has been in the very maw of the cult of the dragon. They brought us the information of the plan to summit Tiamat, increased dragon raids led by the cult, the treasure collection system they had, the crash of their Skyreach castle, and even acquired a black dragon mask. We've heard all of this through the Harpers or through Onthar of the Order of the Gauntlet, but now I wish to hear it all from the mouths of those who were there. Let's start with the crash of Skyreach Castle. Can you tell us about that?"
We do. Do you want me to go through the whole thing?
Yes, maybe I should be more direct. What happened that caused it to crash, or what events transpired?
This group, beautiful and wonderful, powerful and respectable, discovered that, we have been following this cult since our time, since we came together as a group, and we knew that there was something greater afoot, and we had tracked the cult to this castle, which was ferrying gold to another location as offering to the dragon Tiamat in preparation for restoring it to this plane. And while there, we, with some great skill as cool, sneaky rogues, which we also do. We do some rogue work on the side. We went to this castle under false pretenses, but like in a good way, not in a way that makes us liars, but in a way that makes us like spies. And we, killed a bunch of red wizards of Thay, retook the castle, and killed a white dragon. And I know we didn't do this last time, but I like to think that we took some body parts of the white dragon, like some dragon scales or something, to prove that we killed this white dragon.
Okay.
Known as
Glaziel.
Glaziel, thank you. Glaziel the white dragon.
Glaziel.
Balasar is an expert in all things dragon and the most honorable of our party.
DeGult Neverember is rubbing his beard as you speak, and it's during this time you all kind of realize how much of a king he truly looks. He's the epitome of a king with his beard and his mesh of hair running down his face, and he looks very somber. And as he hears this,
Does he look like old Sean Connery?
There you go. Yeah, sort of like that. Yeah.
Nice.
But a more medieval version. So then he finally says, "Tell me, we had learned and sent information to you about giants. There was giants controlling, or what was going on there?"
The giants were deceived by the cult. The cult utilized their power with their alliance with the wizards to deceive the giants, and we have convinced them to step aside in this battle and potentially even recruited them as allies in this war. Their leader, Blagothgus, destroyed the castle as in order to free his wife from the prison of this castle, but the remaining giants are allies to our party. They gave us this thing. What was it? What was the thing that they gave us to like prove that we're buds with the
They gave us like a sigil or something, right?
Yeah, they gave us a sigil. I got like 2 sigils going. I got the cult sigil and I got the giant sigil. So I'm going to show the giant sigil to prove that the giants are with us on this.
As you're telling this, you notice that the dwarf who is sitting there, that you recognize must be the one Leosin had spoke of, Conrad Bronamble, who was once a king of Mithril Hall. He's got his hand over his face and he's nodding his head back and forth. And as you finish, he stands up and slams his fist on the table and says, "Dirty giants! You trusted the giants, and you have crashed this castle into the ground. And why not besiege it? You defeated a dragon. Why not defeat the giants? Giants are not good of lawful nature."
Lenora,
that's kind of racist.
Yeah, Lenora slams the table at this and goes, "Those giants saved our lives. We wouldn't be here if not for those giants." Dwarf.
He sits down, still looking upset, but he sits back in his seat.
Can I make a quick comment? I just want to.
Sure.
This is not the time to let our petty rivalries and our biases inform the truth about what is happening here. I know that we have differences between the races and we have differences between what we believe and what we think is best for our own people. But the truth is, a dragon does not know these differences. A dragon burns indiscriminately from elves to dwarves, from giants to gnomes. There is no difference in his eyes. We are all lesser than. And this is not a threat to just the dwarves or just the giants. This is an existential threat to all of us. And to let these petty differences color the way that you view the true things that are happening is the worst way to approach this. It is allowing this dragon to win. Once you side against an enemy of a dragon, you side with the dragon.
Ooh.
So the dwarf, he doesn't stand up this time, but he looks your way, and he says, "I am the son of Bannock Bronamble, and the dwarves of the north are afraid of no dragon."
And the dwarves of the north do not know enough.
At that time, Delon Winterhound, representing the Emerald Enclave, stands and says, she asks, where did the castle crash? It was in the mountains north, which would be the Sword Mountains, by the way. I don't know if you guys even know that.
It was in the mountains north of the Sword Mountain.
We say that.
Sorry, I just realized you guys may not know that. So when she hears that, she looks upset. I'm sure that I'll have to send some of the Emerald Enclave up into the mountains to check. I'm sure a crash of a castle that size has certainly upset the balance of nature in the Sword Mountains. Was there no other way than to crash it?
Unfortunately, we did not discuss other options with the ghost of the giant that was piloting Castle.
We didn't come here to discuss what could have been. We're here to discuss what comes next. Please, let's move on.
At that time, a man stands up, and you recognize him as he must be the delegate from Baldur's Gate, because upon his chest is an emblem of a fist with fire, which you recognize as the Flaming Fist. So this must be the Marshal Uldar that Leosin had told you about. And he says, although none of us in this room can fully understand the decisions that you made with the castle, I do feel that going forward we need to maybe temper our emotions. I feel that maybe the giants has somehow swayed you. The castle could have been a great resource. Imagine if we could have used it as a travel method to move large amounts of troops and soldiers across Faerun. Now, what's done is done.
If we do not treat each other with respect in the process of this, at least our allies with respect, then we are no better than the dragon cult that manipulates and takes advantage of those who have need.
DeGolt Neverember stands up at this and motions for everyone to calm down, and he says, I agree. What has happened has happened. I didn't mean to cause an argument bringing that up. I only wish to know the fine details of the castle itself. We now know that it is gone. It does not matter what it could have done or what it might have meant. There is no castle no longer, and these people have done something very brave in order to even be standing here with us today to tell us what has happened. So let's move on. One hot topic that we've been discussing and would like more details on is if we could discuss the dragon hatchery. You explicitly asked that the dragon eggs be destroyed that you found in the camp, but for a reason unknown to us here in this room, you didn't do it yourselves. Could someone please explain what happened there?
I don't remember the dragon hatchery at all. Can someone recap this?
Yeah, remember there was the dragon hatchery where that big, where Leosin was kept captive, and we knew that there were baby dragons in the hatchery that they sort of abandoned, but we decided to follow the caravan instead of going back and killing them. But we sent somebody.
If I recall correctly, one person in the group was saying, hey, we should go kill those dragon eggs. I don't remember who it was, but I know that we ignored him and Leosin to do it, where Leosin, I believe, was captured.
One of his men was captured and tortured. That's how Langdrosa found out where you guys were and started chasing you down.
There you go.
Did they kill the dragons, though?
They apparently, according to what he's saying, they must have destroyed the eggs and then got caught.
We felt our more immediate attention was needed following the caravan. And we felt
indeed
the dragon hatchery would be taken care
of. So then a man stands up that is obviously the paladin. He's an older man and wearing full plate mail, and he stands as a noble might, and he says, I agree. Less dragons is always a good thing. They had they not followed the caravan, they would have never stumbled upon all the information that we have, not a few of the Harper lives. At that, Ramalia, who is wearing the Harper symbol, stands, and she nods to you all, and she says, even though our men were tortured and slaughtered at the hands of Langdrosa, I would also like to point out that these adventurers ended Langdrosa. If it weren't for them and the events that transpired, Langdrosa could have killed many more people. They ended his life. They focused him on chasing them down, which probably saved more lives.
Didn't he almost kill us too? We were kind of. We were
They
coming.
don't need to know that.
No, I know. I'm saying this is out of character. I'm just trying to remember, right? Like
I'm gonna. Yeah. He almost fucked. Well, we were trying to run away.
Yeah. Well, he cut me down, and then I returned the favor.
Yeah.
We returned the favor. Yeah. Yeah. You know what?
I'm gonna say out loud, like, we trusted in our allies, the Harpers, and we respect their sacrifice. And we would gladly have died should the need have been for us to enter in such a dangerous situation. And the Harpers demonstrate the most valiant version of alliances that we hope to replicate in order to bring down this great foe.
DeGalt Neverember's assistant, sitting just to the right of him, who you must recognize must be Lariel Silverhand, stands graciously and says, although we've discussed before the party got here the fact that we could have held those at ransom and possibly captured some cultists in order to interrogate, etc., I do agree with the situation that they did the best they could regarding the materials and the information they had in the moment. And about that time, you see the elf sitting there, who must be the King Melandrock. He's shaking his head, and he doesn't stand, but he says, I don't like this a bit. Even dragons are part of the natural order. I see no sense in slaughtering them in the hatchery.
Okay. And I rise to say, well, I say, I hear you, King of the Misty Forest. Above all, I understand, as many do, and more than many, that a dragon can be good, can be an ally as well as a foe, but only with proper teaching. I was trained by good men in Tantris and brought up by the side of a noble. I wish that all those dragons could have received such training to bring out their goodness, but a dragon born to itself knows to eat and to fly and to breathe fire.
The King Melandrock is nodding his head at this. Then he turns to you, Balasar, and he says, know you of the metallic dragons? I know they are the good dragons of Faerun. Know you of them and what portends or what they would think of us lesser races?
I do know the metallic dragons. The metallic of the metallic and the chromatic, that dance that dragons do fight. However, I think they would think we are but ants, but, trying to decide what is best for ourselves. Should they want to guide us, they are welcome here, the metallic dragons. Do you see any metallic dragons here? Good king? I don't see any. My eyes are not so good, and I wipe mine, and I say, should any dragon wiser than me come to this council and tell me how best to save life, I would gladly hear it.
The room is silent for a moment after that.
There are good, my lord, my king. There are good dragons. No one here is in denial of such a thing. But we are talking about the rise of Tiamat, and because we do not have Bahamut to balance his tyranny, we must think, as good as a summer fire might be, to wash away the death and the rot of the forest. Fires can grow out of control, and we must be vicious with our response in controlling those fires.
Hear, hear.
As soon as you finish saying that, as if on cue, you feel the reverberation, and this time the table actually begins to jar a bit and rattle around, and you can feel every fiber of your being moving in this very uneasy, strange, bizarre kind of way. And this time, Balasar, you hear very lightly, as if very far away, but very loudly, the hum of a horn. The entire room has grown completely uneasy. Everyone's shifting in their seats. Ramali of the Harper stands after that has happened. It's time we move into the now. Enough of what has happened. We don't know how much time we have. We do not know what is happening recently in the last few moments with this bizarre magical essence in the air. And I would like to say that my husband, our guest, we can now identify as one of the masked lords of Waterdeep. He was assassinated 3 nights ago. As she says this, a tear rolls down her cheek, and she falters and then regains her composure. My Harper agents have uncovered it was indeed by the hands of the cult. They wish to sow the very seeds of discord in the city of Waterdeep.
I look for the noblewoman who came in with us.
Yes, Delaw Silmerhelve is there. You look at her, but she nods as if not now.
Okay. I whispered to my compatriots, I heard the horn. So yeah. But I said, not now, but I heard the horn.
What did it sound like?
You guys know that sound they use in movies that like they always play if it's like the end of time, and it's like the trumpets. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you heard.
Inception.
That's what you heard.
I will say, Nate, you've never sounded more like a high person than when you said, that sound they play at the end of time? Sure, Nate. I 100% know the sound they play at the end of time.
Yeah,
It's that apocalyptic. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So DeGault, Neverember stands, and he says, "And the very vaults of Waterdeep's banks were plundered some weeks past as well. I believe it were part of their plan to feed the horde for the resurrection of Tiamat. The banks of Waterdeep were emptied overnight."
Wait, they control the banks?
No, we were robbed. It was in the middle of a night. There was a fog that just hit the entire town, and everyone that was caught in the fog was falling fast asleep. And in the morning, we all awoke exactly how we were when the fog began, except for the vaults were empty.
We were afflicted by the fog as well. We were here that night, and we woke up that morning to see all the vaults empty, and we know it was the dragon cult collecting more loot to try to summon Tiamat.
Did we capture all of their loot? Are we certain of that?
I feel like we're missing the plot here, guys. We still have we got a dragon cult that is trying to resurrect Tiamat. That has got to be our focus. Like, we're all thinking about the past, and it's not productive. Okay.
As you say this, Conrad Braunanvil, the dwarf, stands, looking upset again. "It's just one stinking dragon, I say. Let her be summoned. The dwarves of the north can kill one stinking dragon." And as soon as he says that, Sir Istival stands and points his finger at his face. "Sit down, dwarf. We aren't speaking of just a powerful dragon with 5 heads. We're talking of the queen of dragons, an actual goddess. The entire united forces of Faerun would melt against her might." At that, he He sits and lets out a audible gulp. De Gault Neverember, after a bit of silence, he says, "Well, you have proven yourselves, my friends. We may not all be willing to throw all of our support to you today, but we have all agreed to deputize you with emergency investigative powers. You'll be at the center of our operations. No one could possibly do the things that you've done that we know, and you'll have the oversight of this council, of course, but we'll also allow you the graces you not once had."
Thank you, my king.
We appreciate that.
He hands everyone attending. He hands you a. It's a medallion with a gold chain, and on the medallion it has the emblems of all the factions that are present today. So the Flaming Fists, the symbol of both Neverwinter and Baldur's Gate and Waterdeep and etc., the Harpers and the Order of the Gauntlet, etc. Just present this, and you'll be able to go places you once weren't able. I think it's time now that we turn our attention over to the bizarre events, and he kind of points over. Forgot her name, to be honest. At Delaw. You have some information regarding this. She still is nodding her head no at him. I do indeed, but I would rather Ramalia speak first. I'm still gathering my thoughts. So Ramalia of the Harper stands, and she tells you, "We have found Varam, the White Harper. Well, when I say we found him, we're beginning to track him down. We believe he has the White Mask and can control the White Dragons. The Harpers will continue investigating where he's at, and as we locate him or get enough information to be of use to you, we will send a raven to you to let you know and give you that information." You have any questions or information about Varan that may help?
I know that we killed at least one white dragon in the castle. So I don't know how many more white dragons there are, but his power will have been lessened by one dragon.
Well, Varam is only the guy who controls the white dragon.
Right.
Yes, but now he has one fewer white dragon control.
So he controls all white dragons?
Yep. Well, to an
minus
extent.
one.
To an extent, because Krabic, as far as you guys know, Krabic couldn't fully control the Black Dragon, right? He summoned it, it worked out, but he didn't have full control.
Do we know how many masks there are?
5.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we
For all
have...
the chromatic dragons.
We have... Here, I wrote it all down. We have the Nerovane, which is green. Severin, which is red. Reznir, which is black. We killed. Fuck that bitch. White is Varam. Galvin is blue.
Uh-huh.
And
Do
then,
they know...
2, 3... Yeah, 3, 5.
Did we convey to them, and do they know, this council, that there are 5 dragon masks, and that this whole, that we only took one of the 5 so that the other 4 are still working or everything? Or is that stuff that's everybody gets that?
Do they know that there's 4 other ones? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and there would be 4 other dragon lords out there.
Yes, they appear to know that. Yes.
Okay, great.
Wait, do they know we have the black mask or no?
Yes. Yeah. Neverember had mentioned that when he was introducing you.
And we know from when we were hanging out with the giants where they were taking the loot, right?
No, you're not 100% certain.
I feel like that's something that
But we also have giant friends. The only one who died was Blagothicus and Esclarada. We can talk to the other giants who would know.
Well, but we're
Holda
not
or
friends
something.
every giant. We're friends with like stone giants, I think, or certain stone giants
Cloud
who gave
giants.
us a
Yeah.
Cloud
We
giants,
know
that's
we
it.
know Wigglewaff. We know Holda.
We go
Yeah,
way
yeah.
back.
Hey,
We go way back.
just-
Like I feel like I could hit up. I can sending Holda right now, and she would tell me
Okay,
exactly where it is.
all right, so just because you have a dragon friend, or just because you have a giant friend, doesn't mean all dragons are your friends, or all giants are your friends. Okay.
Yeah.
She did. I will say, Blagothkus did give me a little pendant thingy that would at least indicate that I am friends with the stone giants.
Okay. So.
Giants.
Yeah, cloud
Okay.
giants.
That's
Cloud giants.
All right, so Delaw Silmerhelve stands finally and says, "We must pay attention to the Drawcorn. The Sea of Moving Ice was the last known location of the Drawcorn. No one knows its present location from the sound yet, or even can verify if it is still in the Northern Sea at all, but I believe the search must start there. The one person who could tell us more is a tiefling sorcerer named Macath the Crimson. No one alive knows more about the Dracorn than her. But the problem is that the Arcane Brotherhood, of which she is a member, hasn't seen her for 3 years. She was investigating the Sea of Moving Ice when she disappeared."
Where's the Sea of Moving Ice?
Leaving out from Neverwinter, which of course we would provide you with a boat because it is way north in the icy areas of near Icewind Dell. As you travel up that way, not just any boat could even survive a voyage such as that. We have a particular boat we prepared for you known as the Frost Skimmer. We have a captain and a crew completely ready for you. It will be a perilous journey heading up into. Not many people travel up there. As far as we know, the only people that even live up there are the Ice Hunters, which are not known for being entirely friendly.
Okay, so you guys are gonna look for Viram, and we're gonna look for Macath. Is that the plan?
Yes, I believe that. I'm sorry to say this, but I believe you're the only ones that could possibly survive. Heading that far north, there's a white dragon there, Arathator, known to haunt the Sea of Moving Ice like an avenging wind.
Another white dragon.
Not a problem.
Sorry, that's Kirsten, not Fife. Kill these white dragons. Yeah. Okay, it's Fife. Fife is like another white dragon. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty exciting to go up north. I'm much more about the cold than the heat. The humidity really fucks with my hair. Can I ask you a quick question? This is totally unrelated to anything else.
Sure.
Does Lord de Gault Neverember have a wife?
No, he does not.
Is there a Mrs. Neverember?
Is there a Mrs. Neverember?
Well, there are rumors that he and the lady sitting right beside him, what was her name?
Laryl?
Lady L'Oreal?
Yeah, L'Oreal. There are rumors that they might have a little something going on.
I was really hoping you were going to say it was some other dude at the council.
Can I do a quick insight check just to see if they're having sex? It's dirty 20.
Yeah, with the roll that good during not just now, but during this entire council meeting, you did notice his hand slide over her leg at one point.
Wow.
Okay, listen, I'm a gold digger, not a homewrecker, so I'm gonna let that one be.
You're a gold digger?
Oh, hell yeah. Gold digger, not a homewrecker.
So, let's see here. Delaw begins to divulge some more information. She tells you Macath went up to the Sea of Moving Ice to find magical artifacts. It's a long story, but the dragon Arathator, some years past, had attacked the host tower of the Arcane of Luskan. That is the academy for the Arcane for the Brotherhood that she's a member of. That's their academy where they train mages, the best and brightest of Faerun. And during that attack, that dragon had been seen scooping up many magical artifacts that were precious to the Brotherhood, the Arcane Brotherhood, and she went to see if she could find them or track down what had happened to them, or there was a rumor that the dragon had been killed by giants. So she went to investigate, and she set sail 3 years ago to face the dragon and learn about the magic that was stolen from them, and no one has heard from her since.
All right, so we got to go find her.
Okay.
All
I
right.
think we can do that.
I accept
there-
this mission.
Okay, now and as a parallel, they're gonna go get Varam the White, who has the white dragon mask. Is there some sort of idea of how much, like, the distance to that, or how long that will take? Because if they might have the white dragon mask in hand by the time we meet the white dragon, that might be nice to know.
Yes, that's a very fair point. Ramali of the Harper says, if the moment we locate the mask, we will let you know.
Okay.
But at this time, we're just still have agents out in the field trying to locate where Varam is. Varam the White is. We've begun to think that we know where he is, but we need more intel before we send you off on a wild goose chase with very loose at this point in time information.
All right, fair enough. We should go.
And it doesn't make sense to get the mask first and then maybe.
It does make sense, except for this Drawcorn, according to Delaw, is this cause of sudden events, and if we don't, pardon my words, shut it up, this is going to cause havoc as the dragons do whatever they're being called to do.
Yeah. We can't wait to get information. We need to do the certain death mission that we know where it is.
And Delaw chimes in and says, and it is worth mentioning that last we heard, the white dragon was slain by giants.
But that hasn't been confirmed.
So maybe there is no white dragon.
Is there anything they can't do? Great. All right. I'm ready.
Yeah. I do have a pit stop I want to make in town before we go. Spend
Same.
some of the
Sure.
cash that I
Let's
have.
spend some money.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wait,
That's a
wasn't
good
there
point.
one more person that was waiting to speak at this meeting?
No, I don't believe
Are you
so.
referring
Not
to yourself?
not everybody did speak, though. Are you talking about all the other members that are there?
Wasn't there like a noblewoman who was like, "You speak first, and then I'll talk"?
Oh, that was Delaw. She was letting everybody else go before she talked about the Drawcorn.
Mm-hmm. All right, so she's already said her piece.
Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah.
All right, so
I'm
Delaw tells you to meet her at the northern port when you're finished with preparing. She does tell you not to worry about buying warm clothes, that will all be provided on the ship.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know. We can do this quickly, I guess. I have 3 items in mind that I want to buy.
Okay.
It's heavy armor, which I now realize I can wear. A shield, which I'm surprised I don't have yet. And more of those healer kits. I want to restock on those, buying like basically as many as I can carry. Maybe even putting some on the ship.
Okay, you looking for some good plate mail, or what are you talking about?
Yeah. Like, if anything magical exists, I have the money for it potentially. But yeah, a thing of plate armor, I think, would suit me nicely.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at I'm gonna go with him on this armor trip.
Okay, sure.
I'll
I will
go.
also go with you on the like. I
Yeah.
need light armor,
We
Okay.
should all
but I have
go.
another thing I want to do after too. I have a lot
Okay.
of stuff.
So let's start with the plate I have pulled up. There's an adamantium or adamantine breastplate armor, 14 AC for 500 gold.
That sounds delightful. I can be like Wolverine if I understand that word right. Yeah, I ask due diligence. Do you have anything better than this? Otherwise, this looks nice.
Actually, I'm sorry. There is an adamantine half-plate armor, apparently with 15 AC. It is also... Let me check the other one. That didn't miss that.
Half plate would be higher AC, but wouldn't restrict my movement, right? I think plate armor kind of makes me slow. Yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, let's do that.
Let me see here. Both. So the first one that had one less AC does give you a dexterity modifier of +2. The other one, the half plate, is also magic.
Oh.
It's the same thing, dexterity +2.
Great. Yes.
Well, that's the max, so it's based on your number from your armor type to determine. But it can be a maximum of +2. Both of them.
Yeah, I will take the half plate. That sounds great. And any shields in this business?
I will check. Let me get all these plate mails out. Let me get this to you. I think this is how that works, if I remember. Yeah, okay, so it's in your inventory. You just have to equip it. And you want me to remove the gold? Have you already done that?
No, go ahead and take it out.
I'll go ahead and remove that. Okay. And then Balasar, you were also looking for armor. Is one of those two fancy you?
No, your garbage can go to someone else.
Okay.
No. So I'm already in Mariner Split Mail, so I would have to go with like plate mail, field plate, anything like that. Like anything like very heavy, or anything better than a shield +1, than a fine shield +1.
There is a... Yeah, I don't think there's anything better than what you got. Okay. What are you wearing? What do you have? Mariner Splint?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Guys, my AC just jumped to 22.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh my god.
Is that true?
And I'm about to get a shield and make that go even higher. Yeah.
That's that you have higher DC. You literally have higher DC than like a dragon. That can't be right.
Yeah, wait a minute. Is that because you have such high? Do you have high dex? What's that? How does that work?
I don't know how it works. All I know is I guess I worship a cool god, and he loves me. And, I got
make sure you don't have both armors equipped.
Yeah. Check that. Yeah.
Oh, God damn it! Do I have to have 2 armors equipped? Is that possible? The game lets you do that.
It will let you do that. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I do have a basic shield already. I didn't realize it. It didn't show up in my thing. Let me make sure I'm not on 2 armors equipped.
You do. You had the scale mail equipped as well.
Oh, the game lets you put on 2 armors. All right, It's 18 now. It's 18.
That's right. That's normal. You're gonna be fine.
All right.
Is there anything? What about me? I have a chainmail, but it says AC base is 16. That's pretty good, I think. But that may be with my bonuses. Anything better for? I have chainmail. I'm a what you call it? I'm a champion. So what? I don't know what I could wear without having any like negative effects.
Are you still looking to stay in chain?
Not necessarily. Like I said, I want better armor that has no negative effects. Like if it's gonna affect some sort of movement or like some sort of attack thing, then I don't want it. But
heavy armor has a stealth disadvantage, I believe.
Yeah.
So I think at a certain heaviness of armor,
you want to be stealthy if you have that on.
I don't think I don't think stealthy is in my vocabulary, but
right, exactly. Me too.
Mm-hmm.
Is the plate, was that an upgrade? Either of those items?
Did you take the half plate, Matt? Is there only one?
That's what he took, which is AC base 15, but you got 16. Then it adds a dexterity modifier.
Well, I don't know if that's with my bonuses, because with it, I have AC. It says AC 12. Oh wait, did I just not unequip it? Hold on. Wait, yeah. It says my AC is 12, so which I thought it was more.
Oh, it's not right now. Your chainmail's not equipped. Now it is. I just equipped it for you.
Yeah, so it only has 6. It only has 16, so that's with my bonuses, right?
Yes, it should be everything. Yeah.
So I think you might have had something better.
Yeah, the half plate. It looks like it would be an upgrade.
I mean, I would do that.
All right, let me drag it over. And then equip it and unequip the chain and double check it.
Okay.
All right, it should be in your inventory now. I may have to unidentify those for you. What about you, Balsar? Does it show it, or do I have? Yeah, strange.
Strange plate armor. It says for me.
Let me see if
Oh,
I
it
can
doesn't.
remember
It
how to do
doesn't
this.
show me anything right now.
If I can remember how to do this, there's a way for me to identify it.
Ooh, my AC is 18 now. Nice.
Well, I may have to look that up again. I don't remember how to do it, but there is a way. But it should still give you the bonuses. Don't remember how it was.
It says strange plate
Oh,
armor.
there we go. I figured it out. Okay, now it should say adamantine. I'll do that for you too, Balasar.
Delete this other one.
Do they have any shields better than ordinary? I still have a pretty
Sure.
common shield on me. Anything cool in the shield?
Yep, I'll
Roll.
check shields.
Thank you.
Let me identify Lenora, your... There we go. All right, that's identified now. And shields, let me see.
Do we have any like magic rings or anything like that in town?
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
ask you about magic items.
Yeah.
Okay.
All I want to get is light armor. I just want light armor.
Okay.
I before we leave armor place, I just want to get light armor.
All right, I'll
Yeah,
check
yeah,
for you
yeah.
next, Five. I've got the shields pull up. There is a
Great.
shield +1.
Okay.
+1 bonus to AC.
If that's the coolest thing he has, then that's what I'll take.
And increases your AC by 2.
Great.
You want to do that? That is 500 gold.
Done. Sold, my good man.
All right, I'm gonna drop that in your inventory. If you already have a shield, make sure you unequip it and then equip.
I'll put
this
one shield on my back and one shield on my front, and I think we'll be pretty shielded. All right. All right. That's the fine shield you just gave me.
Yeah.
I'm
Yep.
gonna sell. Can you sell? I'm gonna sell my scale mail and regular shield. There's no reason to carry those anymore. So
Yeah. Sell them for their. Does it show the value? I can tell you. The
45.
regular. There you go.
Yeah.
So add the money. And if anybody wants to sell anything, just check click the little dragon icon, see what it's worth, add that, and just delete it.
Great.
I'm gonna sell my chainmail.
So it does say shield +1 now because I identified it for you, Lenora. All right, now let's move over to 5. We're looking for what leather?
Light armor.
Let me see here.
Well, is light armor better than leather armor?
I think leather is better than light.
Yeah, leather would be a little better.
Oh, okay, then never mind. I can only
But
do.
maybe there's like a magical leather or something.
I mean, if there's any special leather, I would be happy to spend the money, but I also don't need it.
Well,
Too cute
considering
to smack.
considering where we're going, there is a leather armor of cold resist.
Ooh.
This is it's expensive.
It's like the opposite of what Jennifer Aniston had in Friends, where like instead of seeing my hard nipples, it just like completely hides my hard nipples.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So you have resistance to cold damage while you wear it. I hate to say this word after what you just said, but it does say made from supple and thin materials.
Supple, my supple leather. How much is it?
It does not sacrifice your mobility, and you get a dexterity modifier, and it is 11 base AC, which is pretty good for leather. And it is expensive, though. It is 2,000 gold.
Ooh.
We have a lot.
Okay. Well, I have 2 paradots, which are each 500 gold.
There you go. Sell those.
So I will sell both of those, and so
Okay.
it's 1,000. So
Yep.
can I just say take off 1,000 from my amount?
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah,
I
we
will
can do
take
that.
that then.
All right, I'm going to drop
My
in.
my nipply leather.
So you only need to remove 1,000 because of and delete the paradox.
Okay.
Let me drop this in your inventory.
I've taken off 1,000.
Make sure I've got the
But
right
don't. I mean,
one.
I have like 11,900 gold. Like, you have a lot of money too, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I got bills. They multiplying.
All right, and it's identified, so it should show as leather armor cold resist. Make sure you unequip the old leather when you put that one on, and you can sell the old leather if you want to. And who else was waiting on something? Tronic, you didn't get anything yet. No, yeah, you did. You got half plate. Balsar, you haven't got anything. Were you looking for anything?
Well, the half plate it gives you is 15 base, right?
I believe so.
And then
yes.
plus you whatever your dex modifier is, right?
Yeah, max
So-
of 2. So I think it's trying
Max
to...
of 2.
Yep.
So I'm good where I am.
Okay.
Oh, I think it added the third. I think it. Oh, okay. Never mind. I only have a 2 max. Dex anyway.
All right.
My
Hey,
dex
I know
wouldn't get me anything, so I'm way better.
What about you, Kravik? Are you looking for anything?
Yeah, I wanted to see if there were any magical items.
Oh, magic.
Any
Yeah,
rings or staffs or robes or anything.
Isn't there usually a magic shop in town that might be separate from the armory? I don't know if like.
Yeah, can we go to magic shop next? Can we
Sure.
meet a lovable like shopkeeper? Like she's maybe like cool,
Yeah.
hot.
Yeah.
Maybe cool.
You guys find a sorry, I'm not gonna pull up the map right now, but you guys find a magic shop in Waterdeep that has many things on display. Let's see, they have a what in the world is this? Magical treatises.
Is there anybody hot in this shop?
No, the person. Well, I hate to say it like this, but depending on your taste, there is a elderly gnome working here.
Listen,
A hot.
you know,
What is it exactly?
a lady gnome or a boy gnome?
It's a male.
Oh, Kravik, you gay? What's up?
So let me look for something cool. Anti-magic field. That's a scroll. If the spell is cast on your class's spell list, you can read the scroll and cast its spell without providing any material components. That sounds boring. That's not that great. Detect magic scroll. A wand of magic detection. Wand of magic missiles.
Is there anything that's not necessarily like spell based? Like, is there anything that's like a cool effect, like a weapon, maybe for like one of the guys, or like something that's like magic but not, you know?
Well, I think
I was looking at like
after
a
the-
ring or something, like some kind of ring of protection or
A ring?
something of that nature.
Okay.
Ring or necklace or some earrings, maybe a headband, bracelets.
Yeah, rings
Belly
or-
button piercing.
Belly button,
Amulet.
the belly button piercing of fire resistance.
Cock ring. Are there any cock rings?
The
Maybe a
septum piercing of intelligence save being thrown.
There's a ring of animal influence. 3 charges. Let's see. While wearing the ring, you can use an action to expend one of its charges to cast Animal Friendship, which they need a save of DC 13, or Fear, DC 13 to save, or Speak with Animals.
That sounds cool.
Well, I already have that.
I'm in. Oh, you do? So we don't need that.
What does that mean? Say that again.
Can I get a familiar if I like a pet wolf or something if I did that?
With
How long does it last for?
Animal Friendship, it would last for the rest of that day.
It's interesting. How much is it?
That is 2,500 gold.
A little pricey for the for the effects.
There's also a
Is there-
ring of cold resist, similar to the effect on Fife's leather
How much
armor.
is that one?
A nipple armor.
That one is 1,500 gold.
Is there
I'll take-
anything that
Yeah, that
improves?
might come in handy.
All right. Go ahead and take out 1,500. I'll drop that in for
Oh,
you.
I Kravik, did you want it? I heard you.
I was gonna if nobody else wanted it.
You can
I
grab
mean,
it
I
too.
would- Oh,
You got
there's multiple ones.
Yep.
Oh, sweet.
Sure.
Is there anything that improves your strength, dex, con stats?
No, I don't see anything like that. These all seem like they're very specific things.
Okay.
Oh, wait a
How
minute.
much is that?
Wait a minute. There is a ring of evasion. 3 charges. Lasts for the rest of the day. When you fail a dexterity saving throw while wearing it, you can use your reaction to expend one of its charges. And that's all it says. Hang on, is that right? Yeah, it doesn't say. So if you use your charge, basically you can re-roll, apparently. Like a saving throw. Or
it looks like it says you succeed on any that you failed on.
When you fail dexterity saving throw while wearing it, you can use your reaction to expend one of its charges. Oh, you're right, to succeed. Yeah, sorry.
How much is that?
That is 5,000 gold.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
All right.
Damn, that's pricey.
Delete out the 5,000. I'll drop this 3 charges per, actually ever. And you can use it. No, that's not right. Expended charges daily at dawn. So every day it gets 1 charge back.
All right, sweet.
All right, I'm dropping that in, and let me find it, and I'll identify it. It's probably this. Yep. There we go, Ring of Evasion. Make sure you equip it. And the Ring of Cold Resist, you can equip multiple rings. And the only other one interesting looks like the Ring of Feather Falling. I think we all know about that.
How much does that cost?
That would have come in handy a while ago, huh? Rabbit.
5,000 gold.
I'll take a Ring of Feather Falling. Sure.
Okay. Delete your 5,000.
5,000. Guys are big spenders.
I mean, what else is money for if not for buying funky magical things?
And
Taking it out, Nate, or am I the gold?
Yeah, you delete it. I just dropped it in your inventory, and it's identified. Ring of Falling, or Ring of Feather Falling.
You know what? I'm going to take a Ring of Cold Resist too.
Okay.
What did you say about equipping them?
Yeah, equip it, yeah.
How do you do that? What is that under?
Inventory tab. Click on the bag icon. It goes from carried to equipped.
Yeah, it turns
It looks like a little shirt.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, Balasar, you wanted the Ring of Cold Resist?
Huh?
Is that what? Didn't you say that, Balasar? That you wanted a Ring of Cold Resist?
I sure did.
Okay. Dropped it in. Let me see if it needs to be identified. It is. Okay, there you go. Make sure you equip that.
Where's resistance in the stat sheets and stuff?
I don't think it actually... it may show it somewhere. But I know it should count those if they're equipped against a roll. So any cold damage, it should go ahead and delete that. The resistance. It does show somewhere.
Well, what does attunement mean?
Where do you see that at?
I guess it means it's bound to your character.
Yeah.
On my equipment, it says you have to click attunement. And it says attunement I get 0 out of 3, which must mean like for rings or stuff like that. Or
right.
When you attune, you have to spend time sitting with it until you can use it. So you can't use it immediately, but you can use it in a long rest.
Right. It charges once per day. Like you get 1 charge per day, and it can stack all the way up to 3. But if you don't use it for another day, it doesn't go to 4. You know what I mean?
Oh, meaning you get like three like uses. You get a use of cold resistance a day, or just once you're wearing it you get.
So you can use it 3 times a day, but then the next day you would only have 1 time you could use it because it only gets 1 recharge per day. But it maxes up to 3. So
the Ring of Cold Resistance?
Yes. Or no, not that one. That one's just a straight up resist, right? You have resistance. Yeah, that one's just straight up a resist. So no, that one shouldn't matter about charges.
Well, no, my only thing is I think, do we have to, for it to show up on our character sheet, even once we've equipped it, do we have to attune it on our sheet to be able to get cold resistance?
No, you shouldn't have to do that.
Okay.
We'll watch it when there's cold damage and make sure, but no, you shouldn't have to.
Okay.
All right.
I want to do one more. I want to do one more thing.
Okay.
I want to find a jeweler.
Okay.
In town, I'm guessing it's Waterdeep. So I have 6 moonstones. So I want to make 6 necklaces with different animals for my friends.
Okay.
You should also check to see if there's any musical instruments that are add to your performance or something.
I got a +11. They couldn't add to my performance if they tried. But that is actually true. I will also check. But first I want to go to this jeweler and I want to ask him to make 6 animals So I would like to make a crane. I would like to make a bear. I would like to make a shark. I would like to make a crow. I would like to make a badger, and I would like to make a fox. And I'd like to put all of those on little chains, like necklaces.
On one necklace, or each one of them on their own?
So I have 6 moonstones. So the moonstones I got from the giants, I'd like to turn them into these little pendants.
Okay.
And I don't know how much that's going to cost.
And are you going to put like a pendant on each one of those, or are you going to put them all on one necklace?
So I want No. So each pendant, each moonstone, each of
Uh-huh.
the 6 moonstones will be one of those animals.
Okay. All right.
And yeah.
So I'm gonna add those in. For they're really only charging you for the cut. Sounds like. He'll charge you 100 gold per cut. So how many are you doing again?
6.
6. So 600 gold.
Cool. So
And
that'll be.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
add
you
them.
can.
We got a badger. I've got that one in. We've got a fox.
I also have a crow, a shark, a bear, and a crane.
Okay, I'm doing the crow now.
Basically, I'm going to give them all my friends. So if we want to, I don't want you to like put it all in mine, and then you have to like redo it.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
I want to give the crane to Krabic, because the crane represents solitude, justice, independence, intelligence, and focus. I want to give the bear to Balasar because it represents industriousness, healing power, guardian of the world, courage, and self-preservation and introspection.
Nice, I've got that.
I want to give the shark to Lenora because it represents power, prowess, survival, and guardian and superiority.
Okay.
I want to give
it.
the crow to Hamlin because he's a dirty little boy who loves his shiny things. I want to give the badger to Tronic because it represents courage, aggression, healing, determination, focus, and confidence. The fox is for me because it represents cunning, quick wit, diplomacy, wildness, and feminine magic.
Perfect. All right, now I've already got the fox in yours. Hang on, I gotta get this. Move this badger.
So I want all my friends to have a little pendant of our friendship and of the ways in which I see you all as incredibly cool and important people.
Okay, now one thing I'm gonna have to do. We'll just do magic. I'm just gonna add that into Hamlin because it's not here. But that was you gave him the shark one. Is that right?
No, I gave Hamlin the crow and the shark is Lenora.
That's right. Okay.
And I'm gonna put it all here. I'm gonna throw it in the chat. So you
is mine a regular badger or a honey badger?
Yours can be a honey badger, but the honey badger represents the traits that I believe Tronic possesses.
All right. Should be good. We got it. All right. Anything else anybody wants to do while we're before they?
I wanted to restock on my healer's kits.
Okay. How many did you want to get?
7 more.
Okay.
Actually, no, I have 2. 8 more. I want to have an even 10. 8 more.
Okay, here we go. 8 more. They're only 5 gold apiece, so.
I was I'm touched by Fife's gift.
Yeah, Fife, thank you. Yeah, Lenora appreciates it as well and thinks it was an appropriate animal symbol for her.
I get a little choked up, but I try not to hide it. Just like thanks.
Balasar is touched and says, "Thank you. I feel the same to you, and will bear this well." And then Balasar, he looks at his necklace that already has a dragon cult symbol and all the other faction symbols that were given to us, and he tries to find a space for it on among the 9 symbols we're now carrying. with each other.
Well, in case any of you guys ever get lost, I can always find. I can always use a spell to find that necklace
Oh
at
wow,
least.
very
Oh,
smart.
the truth comes
it has
out.
a
You
use,
got
too.
like a
Cool.
friend finder.
Yes, find my friend in the necklace, and I love you guys. You guys, we killed a dragon.
Yeah.
One day I'm gonna be really famous, and I'll totally forget you. But I want you to remember all the times that you got to spend with, a movie star.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is a perfect time. No. Oh wait, never mind. First, did anyone else want to do anything?
I only have one more thing I have to do.
Yeah. Okay. Once you're done with that, I want to look for weapons too, just to
Oh,
see if there are
wow.
any magic weapons.
Okay.
What's those healing kits? Are they better than potions of healing?
They're not, and you wouldn't be able to use them unless you had the what's it called? The skill to use them.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But they are basically free heals. Like out of combat, I can with 10 of these, I can heal you guys up as long as I can buy more of them eventually.
Gotcha. Okay.
Also, Balsar, I assume that you would rather have your you have your longsword +2 right now, so you're looking for something better than that, right?
Anything better than that, or a longbow better than what I have, or a mace better than what I have?
I'll tell you something I just noticed too. Although it still lets you roll with your longsword +2, it's not actually equipped right now.
Oh.
My
Longsword?
longsword?
Yeah.
It's not equipped.
Yeah.
Oh wow, how?
Because it'll still let you roll with it because it notices it because it's still got your mace there as well, but right now the mace is equipped and the longsword is not.
Oh.
You want me to fix it
Oh,
real quick
boy.
since I'm looking at it?
Yes, please.
All right. Okay. There you go.
Great.
So you're looking for something better than that. Do you want to stick with sword or?
Better than, I mean, if it can do better damage than 1d8 +2
Okay.
or whatever, then and that's still a one-handed weapon, then yeah, I would look at it.
1d8. Okay.
So yeah, any like magical bow, any magical mace, or some sort of like bludgeoning one-handed weapon, and anything better than a longsword +2. And it's okay if there isn't. I'm just looking to.
I don't know what you've got for your bow right now, but there's a longbow +1. 1d. It's
Okay.
a 1d8 bonus +1.
How much is it?
500 gold.
Anyone else need a bow? Anyone need?
I already have a longbow, magical longbow. I'm good.
I can give you 500 gold though if you need.
No. I have. Thank you though.
Oh.
I just was going to offer it because a bow is a last resort weapon for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, because that's the best I see. I don't see any other like the maces. I only see 1d6s available.
Any
So I
like
don't see any
warhammers or morning stars or anything that's like magical.
Let me check
You know.
Morning Stars.
Or bastard sword.
Is there a deck of many things?
I see a Morning Star, but it sounds like it's the same as your longsword. 1d8 piercing, +2 bonus. Let me see here. There is a Morning Star of Warning. Of course, you already got someone in your party that has that. It gives you an advantage on initiative rolls as well.
And
You can't be surprised.
A morning star of warning, and it's 1d8 +2.
No, unfortunately, it's just 1d8, no +2.
It is 1d8. Now, do I have to be wielding it for it to give me the advantage on attack?
No.
Great. Anyone need this morning star of warning? I'm sorry, advantage on initiative. If not, how much is it?
It is 500 gold.
Okay, I'll take that then too.
All right, delete the 500, and I'll drop that in.
Yeah.
And
Great.
Identify. Okay.
I'm gonna. When we're done, I've been convinced to take a ring of evasion. The
Okay.
voice came into my head, and I've suddenly realized the benefits of what a ring would have against the foes that we were about to face.
Okay.
And it was 5,000. You said?
Yep, 5,000.
Okay. There goes like half the money.
All right, let me find it in here so I can identify it. There it is. All right.
Nate,
Good to go.
the Harper Guild, did you give me the 1,500 earlier from that? Did you put it in?
I did not put anybody's in on that. So, Balasar
okay.
and Lenora, you need to add that in manually if you didn't
Great.
before.
Then doing it now. That gets me up to 7.
All right. And 5, you had something else you wanted to do.
Yeah, before we leave, I would like to disguise myself again and try to find Summer Dog.
Okay, roll me let's just do a perception check to see if while you're wandering around town, if you find them or notice them.
I'm going to cast Bardic Inspiration myself, just in case.
Okay.
But I don't need it. I don't think. Well, actually, let's see. Oh my God! It is 32.
Yep. So you do
I perceive all.
You do find Summer Dog. He's outside the yawning portal, puffing on his pipe when you find him.
Okay, so I'm gonna disguise myself as like. Nate, did you read my notes?
I have, but it's been a minute. Give me a second, and I will.
I'm gonna disguise myself as Francis Grott.
Who's Francis Grott?
Give me a second here.
Sure. At the very bottom. Very, very bottom.
Ah, okay, gotcha. I understand now. Okay.
So I'm going to find Summer Dog.
Mm-hmm.
And I am going to ask him if he knows my lady Fife Greenwood.
You're going to ask him if he knows her?
Yes.
So as you approach him and say, first of all, I want to say when you're walking up to him, he's paying no notice to you whatsoever. Even as you start speaking, he's not paying attention at all. He's almost as if he's averting his attention away from you until you say the words Fife, in which his eyes light up and he looks to you. I know her. I've been waiting for her for many a moon. What know you of her?
She is my employer, and she asked me to come to you and give you this, and I'm going to hand him the ring that he gave her.
He accepts it, and you see a tear roll down his face. I understand. Thank you. Give her my regards.
I'm going to say she loved you very much, but she was forced into a marriage that she couldn't get out of.
I understand. I'm just an old man anyway. Tell her thank you for the times we shared on the road, and I wish her a happy life.
She's really into old men. She thinks they're great.
And he nods and slinks back into the tavern. You see him.
I'm single.
You see him walk up to the bar and order many shots.
Okay. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna be real bummed out. It's gonna fuck up my head, and I'm gonna go.
All right. So, what do you guys want to do now?
I'm ready to get on a ship.
I'm going to do one last thing. I'm going to go to the temple of... Oh, first of all, really quick, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to sell or drop my longbow, and I'm going to buy 1 arrow to finally give myself back 20 arrows. And then I'm going to go to the temple of Torm, and I'm going to tithe. So I'm going to give 10% of my gold.
Okay. And let me put how many? You just wanted to buy 1 arrow?
1 arrow.
Okay.
1 arrow.
Just
give me 1 arrow.
Okay.
1 arrow.
And did you already do your
surprised
tithe?
I sell them as singles.
No, I'll do my tithe, and I'll do it for 10% of what I had before I spent money. So it'll be like about $11.50.
Okay.
So I'll take that off.
While you're at the temple, by the way, when you walk in, Sir Istival is also there, knelt down.
Oh, okay. Sir Estival. Hello. Have you come to ask Torm the True for guidance in these trying times?
Something like that. You see, I was once a great renowned purple dragon knight, and now I'm nothing but a delegate. I've grown old and weak. I'm asking Tor for one last grace that I might fight on the front lines in the coming battles.
Well, may his hand speak well to you and grant you that. I wish for just the same.
All right. He nods at that, and you guys pray together at the altar. Unless you want to do something else over there.
Oh, yeah.
D&D, enjoy the quiet of praying.
I didn't,
Moment of silence.
Nothing more exciting than just praying with your bros. Ballister's like 7 seconds away from becoming one of those like ministry dudes who's got like a live stream going.
Yeah, everyone. Now let's take a moment and remember all the Harpers we lost.
Say a prayer for Green Emza for me.
And smash that subscribe button.
like and follow for more. Jesus would want you to like. Fantasy Jesus would want you to like and follow.
All right. I'll when I'm I mean, do you want me to make up a prayer? I'll do that. That's fine.
You can.
So I say, great Tom. Great Tom, I give to you this humble requisition of gold that you have seen fit to grant me from the ashes of the dragon and its castle. We face a great enemy and ask your guidance and wisdom and might that the allies of good and truth hold together like the 5 fingers of your great fist and keep us as we punch this dragon. The 5, may your 5 fingers be greater than 5 heads.
Nice.
Amen.
Nice.
Yes.
I like it.
All right. And get up. And yep.
Before you leave, as you're heading out, Sir Istival comes behind you and lays a hand on your shoulder. As you spin to see him, he just leans in and says, "Against Tiamat, we stand together, or we fall alone, my friend."
Yes. Stand together or fall alone. What a beautiful sentiment that certainly has never been written in the early 2000s. I say to him, I put my hand on him and say, agreed. If we are to get off this Fey run, which is really, sort of a mysterious island in itself, we must work together. I hope to see you on the battlefield. In the front.
Yes.
Friend, in the vanguard with me.
And then they kiss.
Yeah.
Yes. By the might of Tor, that may come to pass. And then he walks off into the crowd.
Okay. And then is there a moment where I'm like, Tor, Doesn't he mean Tom?
I'm sorry, I
Or
meant
is he-
Torm. That's what he said. Retro that. He said Torm.
Okay, cool. I thought he was like the onion browser. He worshipped.
He's getting on that dark web, dude.
Would you like
Oh.
some suspicious-looking porn?
All right, so are you guys headed to the port now?
Sure.
Yes.
Let's do
Yeah.
it.
I'm gonna do. Wait. No, I don't have the spell. Never mind. Well, I'm just gonna say something nice to our group, saying like, "I believe in us." We should probably come up with a name for our group because I have to write music around our situation. I will say though, can we say that the night before we party?
Oh
yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
Well, we still gotta finish our drinking contest.
I say that we party the night before at like whatever the rowdiest, coolest club in like we're at the coolest club in Waterdeep. This club has everything. It has drunken dwarves. It has a 3-headed gnome. It has like everything you possibly imagine. And I want us to party there like harder than we've ever partied in our lives.
So you want the biggest, most happening tavern in Waterdeep, basically, right?
Hell yeah.
Okay, well that would be the Yawning Portal. And
Well, that's silly.
that's the major tavern. That's the big boy. So you guys do party there. You do notice while you're there that night that Summer Dog is not there. And you guys drink heavy. The L flows.
Can I roll a performance check to try to improve my like social awareness? Like I realize that I am a bard, I'm an actress, I am a musician. I want to be able to use my influence as a celebrity more often.
Okay.
Can I try to get that started, get that going?
Sure. Yeah, just roll me a performance check.
Okay, I still have bardic inspiration. Okay, 17 plus 6
Okay.
is what? 23.
Yes. So this is to put on a performance to garner basically fans, right?
Fans, fame, power, an
She's
agent at
essentially
UTA.
becoming D&D's first influencer.
So
Yeah. I want to get representation. I
So-
want to get a call from CAA, that fantasy CAA, that tells me that I'm gonna make it.
All right, so you put on a great performance through the night. You sing, you dance, you entertain the masses of the crowd. They throw gold at you through the night. And give me a second. You end up with 200 gold.
Fuck yeah.
Also, Krabik, you did not drink, or you did?
I did not drink.
Okay, but everybody else did, right? Everybody else partied it up?
How's
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, I need everybody except for 5 who was entertaining. Everybody roll me a Constitution check.
Including Krabik?
Actually, no, I'm sorry. Roll me an intelligence check. That makes more sense.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Oh no.
even worse.
That's a bad.
I
That's
like
for me.
I like the other one better.
Are we including me in this, even though I didn't drink?
Ooh, nat 20.
Ooh, Tronic is alive.
All right. So, wait, we got one more roll. There we go.
That was-
Well, yeah,
I-
Krabik,
I
you're
was-
good. You was totally sober. So,
Mhm.
only Krabik knows what happened here, but Lenora, unfortunately, you get so drunk you don't know what happened exactly, but you do wake up with 1,000 less gold. Happens.
I want to have to roll those dexterity checks to see if or constitution checks to see that I pass out.
So
I
only Krabik knows what happened.
Even with my nat 20?
So you were drunk though. You just didn't fall victim to whatever did happen.
Oh, okay.
Give me a second. I'm gonna send a DM to Krabik so he knows what happened and he can do what he wants with that information.
This is on the Discord?
Yes.
All right.
She made out with like I want to at least know that she made out with like 2 people. She was wasted. I'm gonna like wake Lenora up and I'd be like, "Who's the guy you were talking to? Did you want me to? I didn't step in because you looked like you were having fun, but did you have fun?"
All right, so Kravik is now aware, and he can do with that information as he wishes.
Lenora answers your question with vomit.
He was really cute, but that girl that you were kissing after, she was like only okay. She was like fine. The guy was cute, but he also like I think he also was like about to vomit. I think you guys vomited in each other's mouths. It was pretty weird, but like hot,
like birds,
like cool and hot,
like the
yeah, like
bird.
birds.
Yeah.
You guys like were weird birds, but it was like hot.
Wait, so does Lenora know that she's missing the gold?
Yeah,
at this point?
she woke up and realized she's missing that much gold, but she doesn't remember why.
You're like my friend Catherine Paris. She went to Vegas and she totally forgot everything that happened. It was great for her.
Did everybody have a good time last night?
I had a great time.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
During it, sometime in there, I read my dragon poem of Thor Hamlin, but as I looked at it, it starts with like, it starts out like small.
I feel like we should have like this is what happened, but then we flash back and like actually let's play out what actually happened.
Here's a question for you, Nate. Would my club of warning have played a role in what happened to me last night?
No, you were in no danger.
Huh.
Just danger of falling in love.
Lenora is grumbling publicly about her lost gold. Guess that's the price of partying.
It is literally the price of partying.
What do you mean?
You don't remember?
No. I was reminded I made out with a guy and then a girl, and the girl was ugly, but the guy was cute. I think that's
Maybe I switched that around. Maybe the guy was ugly and the girl was cute. That feels more right.
More likely, I think.
But you don't remember what happened to your money.
Can you? No, I don't.
All right. Well, let's just say that you were being very generous. you were making sure that everybody had a really nice time at the bar.
I did that?
Yep.
That doesn't sound like me.
Nope, that's what you did.
Drunken Lenora is obviously much more fun than sober Lenora.
Shut the fuck up.
All right.
Yeah, there's the old Lenora.
That's her. That's who we love.
Yeah.
So I assume that once you guys awoke, you headed for the port, right?
Yeah. Sure.
All right. So when you guys get there, Delaw is waiting for you, and she sees you and waves you over. Behind her is a very large vessel, obviously built for travel in, icebergs and that kind of thing. First thing you notice is it seems like it has a very large crew on it. From where you're standing, at least over 20 people are, preparing for the voyage. And as you approach Delaw, she asks if you all had a great night and got good sleep for the journey ahead.
Not at all. Whatever the opposite of that was, that's what we did.
Well, you deserve some extra last night after all you've been through. It's a shame that you already have to head back out into danger again. Before you leave, though, there was some information I thought of through the night that I thought might be important to you. You're looking, of course, for Macath, a tiefling, and Macath had reported her progress to the host tower by way of sending spells. And her last report spoke of seeing ice hunters paddling their little sealskin boats towards a huge iceberg. It was flattened like a plateau across its surface, but ringed by icy peaks. She had intended to follow the ice hunters and investigate the iceberg. After that, no more reports came. So I know that's not a lot of information to go off of, but if you can find an iceberg flattened out like a plateau with icy peak rings around it, that was where she was last known to be going. And of course, many attempts were made to find Macath using scrying and other magical means. But unfortunately, the receptors for that were located on her ship, which was adrift and heavily damaged. We did recover some of the ship's crew, but they were dead, and there was no sign of the tiefling sorcerer ever found. And as I mentioned before, however, there is known to be a lair of a dragon, very powerful, known as a Rothatar, and is no doubt protected against scrying magic in that area. So if Macath is alive, in addition to the lore she can share regarding the Drakkhorn, the Arcane Brotherhood would be most grateful to get her back as well.
All right, we will do our best.
Any questions before you set sail?
A drink last night, or a lot of drinks, like a bunch of drinks. Were you at the yawning portal?
No, I was not.
Okay.
Trying to get some of your money back?
Just you know, making sure everyone had a real good time. Who I bought drinks. That's all.
Can I try to like, what is the ability? Can I try to sleight of hand like 1,000 gold into Lenora's pocket?
What?
Like out of your own money?
Yeah.
Yeah, roll for it.
19.
Jesus.
That's super generous, and I can't formally thank you, but
No, I don't want you to.
I love it.
I'm
You're
super
still
like now that
grumbling.
we can really die. I'm like so excited to make you feel like shit if I die. Like I've literally just been like the sweetest thing. I've been giving you like jewelry and giving you money, and like I'm gonna super eat it.
That's a smart
But
move.
so like an hour from now, Lenora's like, "What the fuck? What? Now the money's back?" And she's very confused.
And then I
guess
go,
can-
"Oh, you don't remember how you got the money back?"
No, I don't.
I mean, if anyone wants to make a perception check and beats me on that, then then they know about it. But that was my sleight of hand. That's what I wanted to do.
All right, we'll accept that. I'll accept
All right.
that.
So are you guys just gonna load up on the boat, or?
Yep,
Let's go.
I think so.
I am.
All right.
Unless there's something our
Balazar.
DM thinks we're forgetting before we get on the boat.
Hmm.
It's somebody's birthday.
Can I make a DM insight check in case we're forgetting something that the DM knows about that we don't?
I don't think so. I think you guys are fairly well prepared.
And we.
I mean, do you want us
Alright.
to buy food? Do you want us to buy food or some dumb shit like that?
Well, you've got a whole crew, so.
Yeah, fantastic. Great.
All
Guys,
right.
what is our group name?
We can eat them. Yeah, I don't know.
Ooh, we should call ourselves the not them.
Yeah.
We're not them.
We are not them.
A
I actually like that.
a
The not
commenter-
them.
The not them. A commenter one time had called you guys the.
The slice
Slice
chat.
face.
Beautiful chat. Tell us in the comments what we should be called.
Yeah, throw your ideas out there. Let's see
Yeah.
what we come up with.
We reserve the right to reject any and all suggestions. And work on our own.
Unless it is
um,
sexually progressive.
Yes, we must accept any.
Balasar under his breath goes, well, they're not them, so I mean, they're not them, so it's pretty okay.
It'll save me some time in reminding you.
It could be Balasar and friends.
Wait, I want to go back to something that Five said about how she's preparing everybody for her to feel really bad about her death. I think she should also talk about how she's going to retire after this.
With shit ton of money.
Can't wait
what if
to spend some time with my family on the boat.
we could call
Yeah.
ourselves the Green Knights in honor of our friend Green Emza, who's actually pretty chill. She's
Ooh.
cool. I liked her.
Me too.
Okay,
Mhm.
well, we'll continue to take thoughts and queries. Chat, let us know what we should be called as a group.
Yeah, and drop them in comments if you're watching it later, because a lot of people catch it later. All right, so you guys get on the boat, and you do meet. There's actually 30 crew members. You are introduced to the captain. His name is Captain Larusta, human. And
Is he married?
let me roll for it.
He was married, but they're having domestic problems now.
Yes.
Listen,
Thirsty.
Just
He is
trying to
married.
slam.
still not trying to break up a marriage.
Yeah, he
Even
is
one on
married.
the rocks.
I'll roll
Yeah,
for it
they're-
from now on.
They're both.
Okay,
really-
I want you to roll for every old man if he's potentially married with
All
money.
right.
They're both equally abusive to each other, and really, like, the public is trying to figure out which one of them is more crazy than the other.
I don't have the time or the inclination to get involved.
All right, so can everybody see the map?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right. So your voyage starts here. You travel northward, and you pass by. You don't
Wow,
really
dude,
see
you
it.
did the whole like Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
We need the Raiders theme right now.
Dun 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 dun.
And
There you
as
go.
you guys are getting up into very cold climate, and you're beginning to see icebergs,
Ahead.
being ahead and forming all around you, and the air is really chilly. And the captain and the crew have brought you all fur coats and with hoods and things like that to kind of bear the cold. On the journey here, last of all, seeing that you're hardy warriors and sensing that there may be magic has continuously reminded everyone that the boat is mostly made of wood, and please, no matter what happens, don't cast any fire. And as you guys are, he's beginning to head eastward in towards Luskin, where somewhere in that general vicinity is where the the tiefling had went missing. Now, of course, this is more of a search mission where you're just going to be sailing about and looking for something that resembles the plateau with the icy spires around it. But as you're pulling in,
Oh no, there's only one of four things that could happen.
a tentacle slides its way up on the side of the boat and grabs a crew member and wraps around and pulls him into the freezing water. I need everybody to roll me a perception. Let me just see who was up top and seen it and who was down low.
Was he one of the more liked crew members? Or was he...
Was he wearing a red shirt?
Yeah.
So, Fife and Balasar are up on deck. So is Tronic.
Damn, another nat 20.
And Lenora is also up there.
This is perception, right?
Is that everybody? No, we got one more Lenora needs. No, Lenora did roll. Who we
I
missing?
rolled.
Kravik. There we go. Okay, so everybody was on up deck and seen this happen. It pulls him into the freezing water. He lets out a quick scream, but as soon as he hits the water, he's drug under. And then you see a couple more tentacles start grabbing and rocking the boat. A couple are slapping around. The crew members are basically just trying to get the ship under control and get below deck. And as one passes you, he screams, "Save us, warriors!" And I need everybody to roll initiative for me.
Hell yeah!
Save you. We're in the water, baby.
Damn,
Well,
bitch, we
What
did
about that?
quite good.
Oh, I need to roll. I'm rolling again because I have advantage on initiative.
Oh, yeah, same. I forgot about
Thank
that.
God I have that club
and it's
because that
exactly
saved
the
me
same
from a
roll.
1 and
Yeah,
gave
you
me
dropped a
5.
1, boy.
I know, but it gave me a 5, so I'm still dead
Well,
last.
you win some, you lose some.
Oh,
you
you
know
know
what I
what?
mean?
Can I use my inspiration on that?
Yes. You
No,
can.
the bardic. Oh, your personal inspiration. Bardic inspiration only lasts 10 minutes.
I rolled
Oh,
the wrong thing.
And
Mine's
I think
supposed
I'm
to be-
out of personal inspiration, so don't worry about it. I'll go last anyway. That's where I go.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll delete everybody's bardic inspiration. It's only 10. It's basically like rounds.
I need to re-roll because I'm actually +5 to initiative, not advantage. That's what that alert, whatever.
Oh, because of your feet.
There you go. Yeah, because of my feet. My alert feet.
I'm dropping everybody
Yeah,
out into the
I
ocean.
think I'm gonna grab that
Mm.
when I'm next level.
Ooh.
2?
2,
That's a good
yes.
Oh
All right,
my god,
Kravik, you're up.
my porn come to life.
Balasar. No.
That wasn't
Balasar,
Balasar.
no.
I'm not sorry.
I've never heard Bander say anything horny in his entire life. I've known this man for about 6 years.
He's disciplined, like a paladin should be.
There you go.
I have an idea, but it's dangerous. Shit. Oh boy.
Yeah. Now you guys-
If I look over the side of the boat, do I see the thing, or do I
Yes.
see any tentacles?
Yeah, you can see there's many tentacles wrapping around the boat and slapping around, reaching in, trying to grab people. And then you can see the body of the very top, at least. You assume some part of their body barely above the surface as they're reaching into the boat.
Okay, I want to cast True Strike.
Okay.
All right. Do I get any insight into the target's defenses?
Well, which one do you cast it on?
Like, isn't it just like one creature?
No, it's 2.
Yeah,
It's two creatures.
Yes.
Yeah, there's 2
Oh.
creatures.
All right.
But seemingly the same creature based on the picture we're
That's
seeing.
that's why Bander got so excited about anime.
Oh. All right. Missed that. All right. I'll cast it on Giant Octopus 1.
All right. It does have one disadvantage. It can only hold its breath for 1 hour out of water. Make sure that's all.
1 hour? That's like 1,000 rounds.
Yeah, it's quite a while. It also has dark vision. That's about it.
Okay. Well, in that case, is there any place where I can take some sort of cover?
Yeah, on the boat, there is there's in the middle is like a main cabin, so you could get behind that and be. I mean, they're big, so they're not reaching for the other side of the boat at this time. They're all in the front.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I just want to make sure I'm away from their reach.
Okay, make this a little bit better.
And can you share me the map again? I X'd out by accident.
I'm going to draw a little crappy boat here.
Mm.
All right, we got our cabin area here. And yeah, I'll share the map again. Share. There we go.
Okay.
All right, so you want to be back here, and everybody else, now that I've drawn the boat, will be up here-ish. Okay. All right, and it's Fife's turn.
All right, I am going to cast Fly on. I don't know who's right next. Balasar's right next to me.
Yes.
I'm going to cast Fly on Balasar. So Balasar,
Wow.
you can fly now.
Wow.
How far up can he fly?
He can fly 60. Well, he has the speed of 60 feet, so he can fly 60 feet up, down, around.
Okay.
And yeah, so you can fly now, bud.
Like a real dragon.
Like a real dragon. I'm a real dragon.
Love it. All right, Tronic, it's your turn.
Wait, no,
you had
but
a bonus.
and as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Hex on Giant Octopus 2. Let's
Okay.
see. Hold on. Giant Octopus 2. Does that work? Did I target him? Nope. Targeting Tronic. Oop. Hold on.
Do you have to target me? To cast fly and stuff, do you have to target me, or am I just flying according to RP stuff?
You know, none of this is working right now, so just fly.
Yeah, just we'll know that it works, so that means you can do things
Mhm.
that your character couldn't normally do, like you could fly out into the water, etc. And how long does it last? An hour?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Let me see if I can try to. I'm gonna try to do this with the octopus, but just ignore me if I end up
Yeah.
doing something silly in the process. Because I don't know what's going on. But yeah, so I cast Hex on the octopus.
Oh, you know what it might be? Can you guys see them on the thing?
Oh wait.
Yeah.
You can.
Effect. Okay. I did it. I did it.
Okay. Did it
And
work? Did
then-
it show it?
It did.
wait, it says you're silenced,
Me?
Fife?
It does for some reason. I'm gonna delete that.
And that
Okay, and
do
you
a-
also have fly on you right now.
you have fly on you.
Well, you also have. You should. Oh, I think it. Nope, I don't have fly on me. I'm targeting you.
Oh.
Hold on.
Okay. Wait, let me see if I can turn that on, actually. No, I don't think it has a...
That's okay. We know he can fly.
Yeah,
it keeps
he can
casting on
fly,
you
he
for
can
some
fly.
reason.
You can fly. You can fly. Okay, I did it. You can fly.
Okay.
And yes. Okay, good.
I don't see the hex on the.
The hex is on Fife. It says D6 necrotic. Is that
Is that it?
the hex?
Yeah. Well, I just had 1d6 to him.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
I
got
added
you.
it.
Okay.
There
Oh,
you
it might be
Okay,
under...
I did it all. I did it all.
Okay.
Okay, hang on a second. Do the damage though. Effect D6 to giant.
No, it doesn't damage until I attack him.
Oh, I see. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
It's just it's a pre.
And I do
it's like
see it now.
I'm marinating this octopus.
I got you. All right, it does show on him. All right, now it is Tronic's turn.
Okay. Can like these things are in the water? Is it possible to attack like a tentacle or something? Or
Yes,
do I need to-
from the boat, you would have to try to attack a tentacle, which for fighters, with the exception of Balsar who can fly, you'll have to roll disadvantage because they're all slapping around all over the boat.
So what's the other? The other option would be to like shoot a crossbow or something.
Or you could shoot a crossbow at the body, which would not be a disadvantage.
All right, let's try that. Yeah, that's probably the best. Hold, please.
That's a hit.
Hit. Oof. I think I can re-roll.
You can, and pick your best one.
Yeah. What is that ability? I don't remember which
I
one.
forget, but I remember when you got it.
Oh, I'm gonna do it.
Well, are you like Wait, no, you're not.
Remarkable athlete, maybe. No.
Is it the... Was it a feat?
No.
Well, you've definitely got action surge. You got 2 of those that you can actually just attack again. And then you have some fighting styles here, which you went with great weapon. Is that right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Which I'm not using.
When you roll 1 or 2.
Oh, that
yeah.
was that. Oh, it's only. Oh, that's only with a melee weapon that I can do
Yeah.
that. Never mind.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Never mind. I guess it's.
3 damage. All right. It is.
Maybe I'll take a.
Okay.
I'm gonna use action surge here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna attack one of the tentacles with my greatsword at a disadvantage.
Okay.
So I will roll that.
I did give everybody. I didn't know if anybody cast anything before this voyage when you guys slept at the tavern. I did give everybody a long rest.
Mhm.
Okay. There's another hit.
Okay. There we go.
All right, nice. 16 damage, and it's now Lenora's turn.
Lenora cracks a smile, and she's like, "Fools! This is my territory, my domain." And I aim. So there. This is a weird map to kind of look at. There's no grid here, but are they within like 20 feet of each other? The 2 octopuses?
Octopi.
Let me think about the octopi. Let me think about the
Yeah,
size of the boat.
25 is actually the range I have.
Yeah,
for
that would make sense because they're both attacking the front of the boat. So yes.
Okay, I cast Control Water, and I am using the Whirlpool effect to create a spot away from the ship that pulls them towards the whirlpool.
Okay.
I'll copy the text and put it in the chat there.
Okay.
Actually, let me do that.
I can just look at it.
Yeah. The whirlpool effect requires a body of water at least 50 feet square feet and 25 feet deep, which I think this is. You cause a whirlpool to form in the center of the area. The whirlpool forms a vortex that is 5 feet wide in base, up to 50 feet wide at the top, and 25 feet tall. Any creature or object in the water and within 25 feet of the vortex is pulled 10 feet towards it. So this isn't going to do any damage. It's just... Oh, actually, no. Actually, it is. There's a saving throw involved here. All right, so first and foremost... Yeah, so okay, you created it. Great. Pull 10 feet.
Time.
Yeah, the tide.
The tide is high, but I'm holding
So two
on.
things. First, the creature, they can attempt to swim away from it by making a strength athletics check against my spell save DC. Otherwise, they're going to be pulled into it, and the next thing is going to happen.
Okay, and what's your dex?
It's my spell save DC is what matters.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll a dex saving throw for each one, which is this: a 14 for one, and a 6 for the other.
Okay. My wisdom modifier is +4. I don't know what my spell save DC is.
+4. What's your proficiency?
3.
4 plus 3 is 7, plus 8 is 15.
Okay, so you said one of them rolled a 15 or one of them rolled a 16? What was the first one?
Yeah, Octopus 2 rolled a 14.
Oh, okay, so they both fail.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so on a failed save, so now the creatures are in the vortex. So first of all, pull them away. Yeah, so they're both 10 feet away. Now, when they enter the vortex for the first time, or starts their turn there, it must make a strength saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 2d8 bludgeoning damage and is caught in the vortex until the spell ends. On a successful save, the creature takes half damage and isn't caught in the vortex.
Okay.
Caught in the vortex.
What do they need to roll to pass the strength saving?
Oh yeah, I think it would be the same thing, right? My spell save.
What's your strength mod? It's strength mod plus your proficiency plus 8.
My own? It's Lenora's strength factors into this? Into my spell? Okay. My strength is +3.
Plus, what's your proficiency?
3.
6 plus 8 is 14.
16. Wait.
6
plus 3 is 16.
All right,
16.
so they both failed. So
6 plus 8 is
2d8 bludgeoning
6 plus
damage.
8
Let
is
me see if I
14.
can. Let me see if I
you
can
roll
do that.
those. Yeah, you roll the damage.
Basic math is being failed here.
So it's 14.
Yes.
I thought that. I knew math.
Yeah, you did.
Water.
That's better at English. It's all good.
2d8 bludgeoning. Here we go. Okay, so 9 damage each, and they are both caught in the vortex. And so basically, if they want to get out of it, they have to. The first time each turn, an object enters the vortex. That damage occurs each round. They're going to take 2d8 every round that they're in that.
Okay.
And then they can use its action to try to swim away from the vortex as described as above, but it has disadvantage on the check to do so.
Okay, nice. All right.
Cool spell, Matt.
Yeah. So I'll let you roll for damage.
I just want to point out if they have the extra 1d6 necrotic, that doesn't. It only counts if I do it. So maybe I need to do that. So I don't know if Octopus 2 got an extra 1d6 necrotic. Because Octopus 1 and Octopus, I don't know if they have exactly the same hit points.
Yeah.
Well, Tronic hit the other one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So one of them has more damage.
For a lot.
So we'll do the necrotic damage on your turn, right?
Only on my turn.
Right,
Only on my turn.
Okay. All right. So Octopus 1, who's in the vortex now, his tentacle can barely reach the boat at this point. So he's limited on who he can hit here, but let me see who he's going to go for. He is going to hit, or try to hit, Lenora.
Remember that if he's not attempting to move, he's also taking damage again. If he's not using his turn to move away.
Say that again.
If he's not using his movement to
Right.
get out of the
He'll
vortex
take damage.
Yeah.
He's not at this turn.
Okay, then I'll hit him again.
He missed Lenora. She dodged out of the way.
And here comes some vortex damage, bitch.
Yep, roll for it.
Oh, that's both. That should have been one. Sorry. Restore that to whichever one octopus didn't attack me.
How much damage do you do? 10? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And the other octopus, which one just went? One? Or no, two went first. No, one did. So octopus 2 is, he's going to roll to see if he can get out of the vortex. So it's a strength saving throw.
Disadvantage.
All right. Strength saving. And what was he again? 16?
Yeah.
Okay, he did not get out.
All right.
And it is now... Yeah, it's now Balthazar's turn.
Which octopus was that just now?
That
so
was
I can target him.
Octopus 2.
Okay, then I'm going to hit octopus 2 with the spell since he didn't get out. And
9. Okay, looks like it went. Okay. Now it is Balthazar's turn. Who can
Okay.
fly?
Are their bodies visible still, or it's just the tentacles coming out of the water?
Yeah, because of the whirlpool, now you just see tentacles wildly thrashing as they're rotating.
All right. So now, if I wanted to, would I be able to, are they close enough that I would be able to fly out and hit them?
Sure.
And try to attack? All right. So I'm going to put my sword up like Superman or whatever. And I'm be like,
You're doing it, Peter. You're doing it.
And I'm going to fly over and I'm going to swing at a giant octopus 2.
Okay.
Let me move to that one. I'm trying to... Yeah, there we go. I'll fly over and I'll swing.
Oh, wait, you're targeting yourself.
Oh, okay, great. Excellent. Thank you. All right. I'm going to swing my sword now. Do I get disadvantage?
No. You're
Okay.
flying, so.
Fantastic. Love to hear it. Okay. Wait. All right.
Mm-hmm.
That's a hit. 13 damage.
All right. And I'm going to swing again.
All right.
Oh.
Miss. All right. That is the end of the first round. So a couple things are happening now with the whirlpool, and there's icebergs in the water, and they're kind of crashing into the boat, and the boat's rocking around. I just need everybody to roll me a dexterity check real quick.
Me included?
Except for Balthazar, who's flying in the air.
Got you, boy.
It's already saved, you said?
Just a check, it's fine.
Check. Okay.
Ooh, a dexterity check.
Ooh.
Ew, not so great.
Nathan, I'm going to use my ring to make that a saved dexterity instead of a failed one.
Okay. All right. So Kravik is able to regain his balance. He grabs the side of the boat and holds his composure. Fife falls down, doesn't hurt herself. Lenora also falls down, doesn't hurt herself though, but you're both prone, which isn't a big deal if you're not planning on moving. That just means you got to use your movement to stand up, half of it. And Tronic falls, and Tronic actually does come crashing down, and from where he was standing on that side of the boat, where he was trying to get good aim with his bow, as he comes down, his feet fly up into the air, and he smashes his head into the west side of the boat, cracks his head pretty hard. Doesn't do a lot of damage to him, only 2 damage. However, it's a loud cracking sound. You can see the wood kind of splinters there where he hit his head.
Ay caramba.
And there's some blood pulling out of him. He's prone and he looks a little dazed.
Head wounds bleed a lot. It doesn't necessarily mean anything.
Doesn't mean a thing.
All right, and now it is Kravik's turn.
Okay, I am going to cast Chromatic Orb on Giant Octopus 1, and I have
hold on.
advantage.
Sorry, 1 sec. Wait, but am I conscious or what am I? What
You appear to be conscious. You look confused, I guess you could say, and your eyes are kind of glazed over, and you're bleeding pretty heavily out of the back of your head.
Okay.
Okay, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast this as a 2nd level spell, so I actually get 4d8 damage instead of 3.
Okay.
Alright, sorry, just going to type that in real quick.
And you're hitting Octopus 1?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Gonna
14
do
damage. And what was that spell again?
Chromatic Orb.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
So I will do lightning damage. 14 lightning damage.
All right.
Jarrett has watched Pokemon before.
That would be a very smart move in Pokemon. So the lightning kind of crashes down on him, and you see a few of his tentacles recoil back into the water. And it is Life's turn.
All right. So as a attack roll, I will attack the octopus.
Okay.
Oof, did not hit. I will do the second one.
Hit.
That hits, and that is 1d10 damage plus that extra 6. And he's dead, beach.
Yep,
I've
dead.
never killed anything in this game.
So as that was Octopus 2, as he dies, his body just kind of floats down and gets sucked into the vortex and is gone.
Wait, can I like, it's like I want him to turn into like a cute little, like, have you ever seen like in Japan where they make like the octopus look like adorable? I want him to like get electrocuted and cooked. And I'm like, calamari tonight, boys. And then he like
Yeah, you smell the wafting smell of burning flesh of octopus. You see his he doesn't really have lips or anything. He kind of just has a spiky mouth, but you see it pucker up as he is sucked into the vortex as he's swirling around and goes limp, and the tentacles down into the water.
Hell yeah. Okay, then as a bonus action, can I healing word Tronic so he's not like dazed?
Yep. Well, you can heal him. I don't know if it'll affect the daze.
So he is all healed.
All right.
And that's it.
Perfect. All right, and Tronic, is your turn.
Okay, is there like a bucket nearby or some fish or something?
Yeah, there's a couple of buckets of fish from...
Now is not the time for fish!
Yeah, filled with
Okay.
fish, where the fishermen from the crew member been catching fish to eat and etc.
Okay. I take a bucket of the fish, I run up and I I pour it over Lenora's head.
Wait, what?
What?
I'm sorry?
I'm sorry? What did I do to you?
So as Tronic does this, it's it's quite a bit of fish. It's probably about 25 to 30 fish, and he dumps it on Lenora's head, and Lenora's got fish stuck in. She's wearing this big coat, to stay warm,
And
and some of the fish are falling down inside the coat, and they're dead, but she can feel the slimy fish just kind of rolling down her back.
Lenora
There's
gives
a-
a hearty WT
And
to
as
her
a bonus,
teammate.
action, I take one of the fish and I slap Krabik in the face with it.
Okay, which would
You
mean
lost your
which
mind.
is
would mean he
happening?
runs down here and he slapped. No damage, it's just a fish, but it just kind of
Just a fish.
a little bit
And
of
then
slime.
then I give put my hands up in the air like me sorry.
Me sorry.
What the fuck?
All right, that's what happened.
Is this you role playing? You hitting your head? I like that.
This is Tronic role playing a head injury.
People get head injured and don't immediately betray their teammates or put buckets of fish over their head.
I don't know if I would call it betray. Nobody took any damage.
All right. Fair enough. Guys, so is it my turn?
Yes, it is Lenora's
Guys, we lost Tronic. Throw him overboard.
Kill him!
He's a witch.
He's dead to us now.
For now, the larger threat is still the tentacle, the octopus. So I am going to go full waterbender here and continue my waterbending actions. Actually, I'm gonna call some lightning on this mofo. So let's do that. I'm not gonna do a saving throw here. Let's see what happens. Okay, looks like he succeeded in his defense.
Yes, but he still takes half damage.
Half damage.
Oof, that's a pretty good roll, though.
Yeah.
Still pretty good.
Yep.
All right. And that's it. And then I take a fish and slap Tronic with it.
As a bonus action.
Free action, fish slap.
You're
Free
down
action.
here now.
Slap Tronic.
Can I try to dodge it?
Sure, if you'd like to.
No!
Why not?
I mean, it would just be a hit. It'd be whether or not I hit, right? Like on my attack.
Take a fish to the face like a man.
Yeah, just roll Lenora. Roll an attack against Tronic. I'll take the damage off, but just to see if you hit him.
Sure.
Or it won't do damage actually if we'll just get a hit or a miss.
Oh, all right. Can I target Tronic? Yes, I can. Okay, great. Great. I think I hit him.
Oh, he hit him. All right, so Tronic gets slapped across the face with one of the fish that had spilled out. I'm assuming.
I just when he hits me in the face, I maniacally laugh. God, I can't even say that word. I'm like, give me more.
Whoa!
What the hell? What the fuck?
Oh my
Turn into
god!
Smeagol.
Give me more.
Love this.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
It is now the octopus's turn, who is not aware of Tronic and whatever's going on, and he's going to try to swat at Balasar.
Remember, if he's not using his turn,
Yep.
actually, he's not using his action. So then, do your thing. I'm not sure what happens first. If he gets hit by the thing first or after, but I guess he'll live either way. So
He missed Balasar anyway, so go ahead and roll your damage.
okay, Octopus 1, not Tronic.
Although it should be based on activity.
Control.
My fantasy
order.
grounds keeps crashing.
I've been noticing you disappearing and coming back.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, 10 damage. And it is Balasar's turn.
All right. Balasar, still very much enjoying his little flight, does a little backflip and heads over to Giant Octopus 1, who he will swing at.
All right.
Who else wants to fly? I'll make everybody fly.
I'm good. I can skate on the water if I wanted to.
All
That's a
right.
hit.
Hit. And let's see. And I'm going to attack again.
Okay.
That's what I want to see.
Mm.
That's what I want to see.
Now, were you
Hell
hitting?
yeah.
Were you hitting them in the body or were you hitting them in the tentacle?
Or in the butt.
The body isn't seen. I was hitting him in the
Oh,
tentacle.
that's right. That's right. Okay. So as you slash out, first hit, slice off one of the tentacles. Second one, slice off a tentacle. You see the octopus kind of flips up on its back as it's swirling around. You can see the water kind of darken as if it's you're not sure if it's blood or ink or what's going on there, but it darkens up and it swirls around and goes underwater. Now, it is the end of the turn. The water is beginning to calm, but it is still rocky. If I could just get everybody to roll another dexterity check for me.
Can I call to Balasar to grab some calamari for the group?
And
Balasar,
Balasar, you don't
calamari!
need. Balasar doesn't have to roll because he's still flying.
I'm gonna use my ring to succeed on that dex check again.
Okay.
Can I give Lenora a can I give Lenora a bardic inspiration?
Hold on a second. Krabic, you're wasting your ring's charges on potentially like falling on your butt for a second? Like
Yeah, they recharge every time I go to sleep. So
yeah, but that's like one more for the whole day. All right.
Yeah.
Your ring, buddy. Yeah. I'm fine. I'm fine falling on my butt. I got lots of HP. I don't
Yeah, but I got two. I don't even have to fall asleep. I just have to sit down for a hot second. So can I give Lenora a bardic inspiration?
Yes. What would that add to
Okay.
her?
+8 or D8. Roll a D8, Lenora.
Okay.
3, so she'd rolled a 9, basically.
9.
Okay,
Yeah.
so everybody still fell. 2 damage to Krabic.
what?
Mm-hmm.
I thought I succeeded with my thing.
Oh, I'm sorry, you did succeed. I'm sorry, that roll would have been for No, Balasar's good. He's flying. Lenora takes 2 damage when she falls. Tronic falls, hits his head again. For
Damn, Tronic's like a fucking football player these days.
1 damage, so not too bad that time. And then who we got left? 5 falls for. Didn't show for some reason. Let me try it again. 3 damage. So, all right, and the captain, the crew starts coming out of the boat, peering out. The water's beginning to kind of calm now, and they're all kind of celebrating that you killed those. And then one of them points out and sees a Balasar and screams out that there's a flying dragon coming towards the boat.
No. I'm gonna cast fly on Lenora and Tronic,
Okay.
and then everybody can fly.
All right. So
It's not creepy.
The captain calms everybody down and tells them, "You fools! It's magic. They used it to fight the octopus." And one of his crew members reminds him that it is octopi, and he gets a little aggravated and goes back to steering the boat. He moves it more inland. You can now see that you're just kind of wafting through big, giant glaciers, and one of them you see a polar bear on. Another one,
Ooh, cool.
you do see some people, some small-looking people in very heavy coats. You can't really make them out too much, but you do see a group of them. It looks like they got their spears out, and it looks like they're hunting a walrus that is sitting on the side of an iceberg. Just leaving a second in case y'all want to do anything with that.
I want to take a long.
Hello?
Oh, I think we lost her.
Kirsten, we lost you.
Ethan, can you check your DM for a
Oh,
sec?
yep.
Okay, back.
Okay. Yeah, I go to fight. When I get back on the boat, I say, "Did you hear them?"
I did hear them.
For a second, there was a dragon flying toward the ship.
Wait, are we? So we're flying right now. We're like in the air, or what's?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody can. Tronic and
Well-
Lenora and Balasar can fly.
It lasts for about 10 minutes, so I think mine's probably done. Pretty soon.
The battle only lasted like 20 seconds after you got the spell on you, or like a minute maybe.
Yeah, but now we're sailing past.
Fly, Balasar. Enjoy yourself.
Oh, your
Take
flight.
to the sky.
I'm like laughing and doing flips
Yeah.
and stuff, and I grab another fish, and I slap Balasar in the face with it.
I want to grab onto like one of my friend's hands and like make them like throw me around in the sky.
Who are you doing it to?
Anyone, whoever's closest to me, I'm gonna grab onto them and make them fly me around.
Oh, that'd be Balasar.
Okay, well, Lenora will grab one arm at least, I guess.
Okay.
Okay, and I want to like do like I want to like skate on the water a little bit, and I want Krabic to also get picked up and like thrown around too.
All right. How do you feel about it,
The way that a
Krabic.
a 4 foot tall thing, 3 foot tall thing is usually like, okay, yeah, I'm small and you're tossing me around. Okay.
Crab?
I glide over to. Is the steering wheel on the top of the ship?
Yes.
It's on the outside, right?
Yes.
I fly over and grab it and try to change the direction of the ship.
Which direction do you want it to go?
Towards the iceberg.
Okay.
No! Oh my god!
All right,
Can
we-
somebody
I cancel.
handle
I
Tronic, please?
immediately cancel fly.
All right. So as Tronic does this, the captain kind of puts his hands up in the air and backs away and says, "I was told to do whatever you want."
Nope.
Yeah. We say no. Ignore him. Ignore this guy. He's not sane at the moment.
Wait, he tried to turn the boat into the iceberg?
Yeah, the boat is currently headed towards the iceberg with the little guys that got the spears and they're hunting a walrus. They don't seem to notice yet.
Okay.
Yeah. I end fly for him. He's done with fly.
And correct the boat.
All right.
Yeah,
So
so-
the guy that the captain is trying to wrestle back from Tronic, but Tronic's way larger than he is, and
Okay. I'm gonna land, and I'm gonna cast command on Tronic.
okay.
Nice.
And the command,
Well, do you have to roll for that?
I do. Yeah.
Yeah, roll it against him.
Okay. Let's see.
Get me in the combat tracker.
There we go. And I will cast command.
You have advantage. Oh, you did me. You did me and the giant octopus.
Yeah. Well, you both failed.
You both failed.
All right. So
I can't. For some reason, the octopus is still there.
I just deleted him. Okay. Now, what do you command him?
All right. I command him. I say grovel,
Okay.
Nice.
and he falls prone, and then
Tie him up.
ends his turn.
Tie him up.
Can I cast counter charm on him? It's like part of my action. I don't have to use anything.
Counter
I'm
charm.
Yeah, so it ends any charmed effect.
Oh, okay. All right.
And I'm going to say, sleep, sweet little baby, sweet fat orc baby.
Hey, I'm
Stop
in good-
being a little weird baby.
First of all, I'm in good shape. Let's just.
Sweet, fat, juicy orc baby with the
Hey.
fat, chubby cheeks, little baby.
Fine. You got me there.
I got you.
So what
So,
happens, Nathan? Do
So
do I
yeah,
make-
so yeah, Tronic is groveling for a moment. However, you still have control of your mouth at the moment. If there's anything you'd like to say, you can still speak. Your
Yeah.
body is forced into
Wait,
a
so-
grovel.
What exactly does the grovel? It's just like
kind of like down on the ground, like kind of like a begging kind of thing.
Kissing a foot.
And also Fife is kind of. I'm assuming this is the situation. Correct me if I'm wrong, Fife. You're kind of like holding them, singing to them.
I'm just singing from a distance. I don't need to touch this boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
How far is Balasar from me? There too.
He's on the Balasar's still on the actual deck of the ship. You're on top now with the steering beside the captain, who is.
Well, I mean, I would have to be. Yeah, I guess I would have to be within 60. I say I landed next to him to cast command.
Okay.
So I'm basically right there, and he is. Yeah. Now, Gravel says he falls prone and then ends his turn. So I don't know if he gets a turn this round. He might, but I don't know.
He can't change his actions, but he can speak.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So I'm like, boo, boo, come give me a kiss. Come give me a little kiss.
What the fuck? Lenora lands, and while he's prone, ties him up with some rope, grabs him and ties him up so he can't do anything else.
Boo, you're no fun. Boo.
All right, so the captain has steered the boat away from the iceberg, and you're now passing by the people that were hunting. They did hear the screams of Tronic and have stopped hunting the walrus and watched the boat pass. And
what are you looking at?
So he's basically got the ship back, just kind of coasting along back towards the northeast.
Can we? I don't know. Would a perception check tell us anything, or do we need an arcana on him for what's going on?
Wait, so the counter charm for sure didn't work. He's not charmed.
No, he's not charmed.
All right, perception check. I'll start with a perception check on Tronic.
Perception check. Okay.
That's a 25.
So you examine him, and it's quite possible that this is caused by the head injury. That's what it seems.
Is it?
So.
Is it?
Can
Really?
we do a medicine check?
Yeah, I'll do a medicine check next. Yeah, I got +7 on that. Yeah, I attempt to apply.
Can I fight them off at all while they're trying to do that?
You're tied up, dude.
Yeah, but you're trying to investigate my head so I could like bite at you or something.
I suppose you could.
Next turn, because you're still a little grovel and tied, so we'll say that you don't have the ability to do anything but speak until they all do this one turn. So Lenora, let's see, that was that. Medicine. Krabic realizes that this is probably like a delirium kind of thing. It could be permanent, but it could not be. And most likely it's not. But Krabic knows from many books he's read over his life that what has happened here actually is quite possibly a personality disorder. Maybe Tronic already had it, and the head injury is just causing it to surface. But there's been documentation in the past of some sort of personality disorder.
Fuck.
That he thinks he's something he's not.
I ask Tronic, who do you think you are?
I can talk now, right?
Yeah, their turn's over, so you're back
you're
not stuck groveling anymore.
Okay, good. I know who I am. I am Trunkle. Who are you?
What did he say? Trunkle?
Trunkle?
Yeah, he said Trunkle.
I think we got a an Urkel / Stefan situation. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna get behind him. He's tied up.
Mm-hmm.
Get behind him and say, I'm going to heal your wound. If you try anything stupid, we can try. I'll knock you out first, and then we'll try this again. And I'm going to attempt to use my healer's kit to heal his wound.
Okay. That's something.
Does Tronic allow this to happen?
Are you fighting back?
Yeah, no. Oh, sorry. Yes, no. I'm fighting back. Like, I'm trying to bite him as he's whatever he's trying to do. Leave Trunkel
All right.
alone.
The minute he
You're no
attempts to
fun.
bite me, I whack him full strength with my club of warning.
Okay. Roll for it. Let's make sure it hits.
I mean, he's tied up. I don't know what kind of. Do I get an
you should
advantage
get an
on that?
advantage. Yeah, that'd be advantage. Yeah.
Ugh,
Oh, I don't think you have him targeted though.
Oh, well.
Oh, come on. You got to use the roll.
All right.
I think you could just say that by the rolls.
Yeah, he did roll twice.
Oh, God.
Ooh.
Oh, automatic.
Nice.
Oh, wait. Can
I
I?
like that one better.
Hang on. I gotta see if anything else happens here. Okay, so Tronic manages to roll, even though he's tied up. He rolls as your club of warning comes down. It throws you off a little bit, and at that exact moment, the boat is kind of turning, so you kind of lose your footing a little bit and slide down the boat a little bit, but no damage.
Can I cast friends on Trunkle?
Let's look at that.
Well, wait. Yeah. Are we in combat? Are we initiatived or no?
No, you're not in combat. This is just
Oh,
role
okay.
play.
All right.
We're
I'm
just
gonna
fighting a
ask.
friend. We're just in hand-to-hand combat with an ally.
I'm gonna ask Krabic, like, wizard, know you what's happening here?
I wish one of us had greater restoration or something.
Okay, so you can use, by the way, you can, before we continue that, you can use friends on them, but which will give you an advantage on any charisma checks against them, so you could talk to him better, but when it's over, he's going to become very hostile towards you.
Well, I've had Tronic
He's already
hostile
hostile
before.
towards
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna cast friends on Tronic.
Okay. Can you actually cast it on him?
Yeah, I actually cast it on him.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say, "Hey, bud."
Can you click it on in the combat tracker? I think is what he.
Oh
was
yeah.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah.
try. Tronic. Wait. Okay. And then I will cast friends. You son of a bitch. Okay. And then I will try to persuade him to talk to us and to be fucking normal for 5 seconds.
Okay.
I'm like, hey bud, what's going on? Why are you being weird? You know you're our friend. Like, what's going on?
My what's good? What's
I got a 15. I'll cast Bardic Inspiration on myself as a bonus action. 20. It's a 20.
It's pretty high.
Yeah.
Pretty high roll, so it's up to you, Tronic.
yeah. What do you mean? Of course we're friends.
We're best friends. What's happening? Is this you? Is this a version of you?
I love you.
Tronic, is this regular you or did something happen?
This is. What do you mean? Who's Tronic? This is Trunkle.
Okay. Moon Knight. I got you.
It seems clear to me that when he hit his head, he triggered a different personality. And so, by the rules of Charles in Charge, you only have to hit him in the head again, and he should go back to normal.
Exactly what I was trying to do. So
Wait. I'm gonna ask him one more time. I was like, Trunkle, have you ever gone away for a long time?
I know the answer to this, Nathan.
That'd be up to you.
I don't know, actually. I feel like I was just here.
Okay. And do you
Have you
ever-
undergone the process known as severance?
have you ever felt that you weren't Trunkle?
No. Always Trunkle.
Always Trunkle.
Mm.
Okay. Did you have any friends besides us?
Just you.
Okay. Do you have parents?
Everybody has parents. Of course I have parents.
Okay. Do you know the names of your parents?
Yes. Of
Can
course.
you tell me them?
It's Paradise and Cat One.
Paradise and Cat One. Okay. Yeah, beat him over the head, dude. Like, I want to know if Tronic's names are the same.
While the conversation is happening, Lenora sneaks up from behind and takes another whack with her club of warning.
Okay.
Bardic Inspiration.
That's 1. Jesus Christ.
He's a-
No. Add a +8. Add a +8.
Add a +8? All right.
Yeah. Does 15 hit?
Does 15 hit?
Tronic.
Let me check.
I don't think so.
No.
God damn it. Someone else smack him.
He's rolling all over. He's dodging everything.
Why are you trying to hurt Tronco?
No, Tronco, it's okay. We just want to make you better. You just have to do a little ding dong. Have you ever heard that game? I'm gonna start singing. Can I try to like sing a soothing song?
Sure.
It's like
Can
ding
you put him to
dong.
sleep?
Guys,
Can
I can
someone
put him to sleep. I'll put him to sleep.
Oh.
Okay, I sing a soothing
Question.
song for 18.
Okay. I'm gonna match it against.
I
his
cast sleep.
Oh well. Well, it does work. It does make him calm down because it's higher than his intelligence. So we'll say that he did calm down, but then Kravik put him to sleep.
Doesn't it go?
Well, wait a
go against
minute.
my-
Wait a minute. I don't think that worked though. Hang
Cast
on.
sleep again.
Yeah, I have 67.
Yeah, that didn't
so-
work. Yeah.
Oh, dude,
Oh,
it's gonna take
shit.
so
Right.
much.
Oh,
Can you
God.
cast sleep at a higher level?
Why are you trying to hurt Tronco?
No, Tronco, it's okay. I'm gonna sing harder.
Can I fight back now? I'm getting angry.
You're
That-
tired.
You can roll it. You can roll a strength
Oh.
check to try to break free of the rope.
Yeah, let me try to break free of the rope.
So is Trunkle and
Oh,
Tronic
Ah,
the
goddamn.
same
Trunkle.
person?
Trunkle just got loose. He just ripped free. The
damn
rope
it.
just ripped apart. By the way, the whole
All right.
crew is kind of gathered around, keeping their distance, watching this. Only the captain is continuing to steer the boat, and he's still watching this whole thing happen.
I cast hold person on Tronic.
Oh, come on, I don't get a chance. I don't get a chance to ruin a fish.
You're
Should
outnumbered
fight
there.
bing bong people on the head with a fish.
All right, he
He saved.
so it didn't work.
Jesus.
I will point out that Kravik does have a higher DC.
So what is
Oh yeah, that's not the actual roll.
Your
What now?
DC is 6 is
Oh.
16.
Yeah, 11 is not the number. Yeah, that's right.
It's been 16 for a while. This is not me like retconning.
So
He
it
does have a DC of 16.
should have been 16, and that he's saving with what? It doesn't say. What's he rolling?
It says 14,
14.
right?
He failed it.
Yeah, he did. Yep. All right, so he is held in place.
Okay,
All right,
I'm
now
going to
somebody hit him.
But I'm gonna try to persuade him to. I just want him to understand that we're not trying to hurt him. We just want to help him.
Okay.
Is that possible? Okay, let me roll this with advantage. Because I want him to understand that we don't want to hit him.
I think you can just speak, and I don't think you need to, if you need to roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could just tell him and see how he reacts.
When
But
it's to a player character, I think you just to that you just talk.
Tronic, we're your friends. You're our badger. You're a badass. You're a tough guy. We're your buddies. Don't you remember like all the things that we've gone through? We're not trying to hurt you. We just want to help you.
You just tried to hit me with club.
I know, but we'll heal you. You could straight up die and we'd heal you. That's the thing. That's what friends are. Friends are killing each other a little bit and then bringing each other back to life and then like killing other people in a much cooler way. You know, that's what friendship is.
What's his name again? Trinkum?
Trunkle.
Trunkle. Trunkle. I am Balasar. You are strong, but we want only to talk. Where and I sort of look around as I ask this, like, is this the right question? Where does Tronic go when Trunkle is here?
Tronic. Wait, I start to shake my head a little bit, like I'm like fighting myself or something.
Mm.
I'm
The
holding
captain
my club over his
the
head.
captain is going to point at a bucket of water and say, "Hey, mateys, why don't you try splashing that on his face?"
Yeah, I mean, if that'll work, we'll all feel pretty stupid.
Sure, we splash. I got the bucket.
Well,
and splash
yeah.
water in his face.
Lenora should get to do this for the previous bucket atrocity.
And she also beat the shit out of him before.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I do that.
All right.
I splash water in his face.
I see. Wait. I see her coming at me. I'm like, wait. What are you doing? Stop. What's
Oh, is
going
he
on?
himself?
What the hell is going on?
You were just somebody else. You slapped me with a goddamn fish.
What happened to the octopus?
It's dead, you
killed
dumb
it,
bitch.
No thanks to you.
Is this? Wait, I say, is this a trick? Is this a trunkle trick?
Can I try to hit Ronick in the face?
What the hell's a trunkle trick?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, I don't have a lot, so it's like a plus nothing.
Is this like a slap?
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
it's like a slap.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll my, what is it? What do I roll normally?
Like you're attacking him, and we're not going for damage. We're just going for if you hit or miss.
Okay. I miss.
What the hell are you doing?
Are you dead? What is happening
Oh.
to you? Other people hit him to see if he comes like weird.
What?
Oh, we're gonna see if we can get the other guy back now. We're gonna try.
Yeah, I
to
want to
try
see.
to
I
get
want to
back-
see. I want to see what the difference is.
All right.
I don't understand why my friends are trying to hit me right now, so I'm just kind of like.
Just calm down. Just calm down. I'm gonna tell him to calm down.
What the hell are you guys doing? Where's the octopus? What happened?
The octopus.
What's the last thing you remember?
Octopi. We're attacking the boat.
And then.
And then now here we are. I don't
Okay.
remember. I mean, yeah, that's the last thing I remember.
You became
I was a little.
somebody else. You grabbed a fish and you hit me with it, and that's a thing that you don't ever get to do again. I don't care who you are. That
You
will
get
not
it,
be
girl.
happening
You
again.
tell him.
What do you mean? What do you mean? I tried to hit you.
I literally, I cannot explain it any clearer. You, being standing in front of me, grabbed a bucket of fish and slapped me mid-battle while I was wrecking shit out there in the ocean. You slapped me with a fish and started going off about how you were some mischievous little imp named Trunkle.
Oh no.
The captain hears that, and he directs one of his crew members to go down and check the rum barrels down below deck.
All right. Balasar, finally understanding, pulls out his holy symbol and turns undead on Tronic. I say, "Be gone, spirit," and I try to turn him undead.
I shake my head and I say it's not going to work.
Is this mental illness? Is it
Do
mental illness?
you know what this is?
It's happened.
Schizophrenia.
It's happened before. Can't explain it. Was it just the goblin? Was it just the mischievous goblin?
Are there others?
There's more personalities than you?
Who are you? Moon Knight? Like, figure yourself out.
Do you know how to go back to you when you are being possessed by another entity or another personality?
I don't know. No. I don't know when it happens or why it happens or just happens. And
All right.
it
Well,
hasn't
we'll just have
happened for
to
a
keep
long
an eye
time.
on that.
You just became a fucking liability, Tronic. You understand?
No, guys, we just have to know. Because, like, the little goblin boy could have been useful. Like, okay. Tronic. How many non-Tronics do you have?
That
Do you know?
about?
That you know about? Trunkle?
There's Trunkle, Goblin. There's Trondoff, the old wizard.
Trondolf the wizard? You have a wizard in you?
Okay.
Trondolf the wizard. All right, what else we got? Trondolf.
Hold on. There's and then there's Trodor.
Trianu Reeves?
There's Trodor, who I can't explain what Trodor is, but
Does he burninate the countryside?
Trogdor?
Does Trodor hold the door against a wave of zombies?
he does not. He seems to find one person to hang on to and sort of, I don't know. I've just heard stories. He tries to like act as some sort of moral compass or something.
So a Ballastar.
Something like that. I don't know. These are the ones that I've heard about. These are the ones that I know about.
So we have Trunkle, Tronic, Trodor, and Trandolf.
Trodolf.
Trodolf.
Yeah.
Does
Trodolf
Trodolf like know spells? Like, could we pull out Trodolf?
I've heard that. I don't know. Yes, something of that nature. I've heard. Listen, this hasn't happened in a long time. Like,
Triers.
many years, and I thought I was rid of it. That's why I'm saying it to you guys.
Lenora walks up to Tronic and is like, at the next town, you should get off this ship and you should stop your days of adventuring. You are not mentally fit to be a part of this group. We cannot go and save the world when you have to worry that at any given time you're going to become whatever other personality, especially the TR that you just said.
Trifon or Kel.
No, you guys. We are not them.
Hand over your trinket, your animal token.
No.
Listen,
I gave him his trinket. We can't just abandon our friend just because he has mental illness.
He's only our friend some of the time, it seems like.
Sure, but like we're all pretty shitty to each other.
Remember that time against Resmir?
Oh shit, yeah.
What happened then?
Tronic kind of one-mander.
Yeah. Dude, he killed one person.
I don't blame you, and I'm sorry for hitting you with a fish.
That's probably Trodolf.
He doesn't mean any harm. He just likes to cause trouble. I mean, as far as I know. I mean, like I said, this hasn't happened in at least 7 years that I can remember. So maybe it's just a one-off thing. I don't know.
I feel like we get you a helmet and you're good to go.
What?
So you don't hit his head? Is that why?
Does it only happen when you hit your head?
I don't know. I don't know when it happens. It just sort of happens. Generally, it's happened in combat. It's happened. I mean, that's part of why they kicked me out of the army. Like, can't explain it.
All right, I go up to Tronic and I say I will take responsibility for you. I will take charge of your well-being. And then I turn to Lenore and I say, and if he becomes a threat, I will take him down.
I mean, that sounds pretty fair. But I don't blame you guys. You know, it's like I understand.
I accept.
It's something that I thought that I could deal with, and it's something that I have been dealing with. I just.
You should have told us sooner. Lenora says, her finger right in Ronic's face.
Lenore, do you have things that you've kept from us?
Nothing that would endanger the group.
Do you truly believe that? There's nothing in terms of your god.
Personalities in me.
Are there gods who would come and find retribution against you? Are there things that you've done in the past that would create enemies that we would have to fight for you?
This isn't about me. I'm not the one on trial right now.
But you're kind of on trial. This
The whole fucking
country's on
system is
trial.
on trial.
The whole system's on trial.
I appreciate the offer, Balasar. If you feel that I am a liability to the group, then when the ship docks, make my way elsewhere.
Laura's done with this conversation. She walks away and says, "Good," and heads to another part of the ship.
I say to
Can I roll an insight check on Lenora?
Yeah, I guess.
Is she projecting? Does she have like something that she's not telling us?
She has to decide if she, depending on the role, if she wants to.
It's not that high.
Yeah. Now you gather that Lenora doesn't has visions, memories of life-threatening situations and people failing her, and are vowing to not, be with liabilities ever again, not travel with liabilities.
It's pretty lesbian of you. Queer. Okay, what else?
Listen, Lenora, I agree with you, but I do not think that we can abandon Tronic. I think that if Balasar can keep an eye on Tronic, and if anything like this happens again, he will knock him out. He will hit him in the head. He will do what needs to be done. I feel like that's a good compromise.
We should look for some sort of ring or magical item to have him be able to incapacitate him immediately should it come to it. Not kill, but tie up, knock out, whatever needs to be done. That would be the safest way.
Can I ask Tronic, do you know if is there something that we could say to all of your altars that would keep them from causing chaos in the midst of a battle?
I mean, I haven't been able to control them. Maybe you can find a way. I think that maybe the cleric's onto something. Maybe there's a way that, I would agree to some sort of, way that you can restrain me if it happens again. If that's what the group decides.
So the captain has been sitting here because he's kind of steering the boat around, hearing all this, and finally he speaks up and says, "If I may, I do have a bit of information I'd like to share with you all regarding this situation you apparently have learned to be in."
Okay.
Sir Tronic, was it? I don't mean to step out of my bounds here. I work for all of you, but I can't help but have heard that you did mention that one of your personalities is a wizard. And I don't know how your memory works or what stories you've heard, but I have to ask, when you think you're a wizard, are you capable of casting spells?
I've only heard stories, and somehow, yes, minor gimmicky stuff or cantrips, that nature. Nothing of Krabik's level, but.
So
I can do spells too.
What's that?
I can do spells too. I don't want Krabik to be the only person who's acknowledged as a spell user.
Sorry. He's a master wizard, right? So.
I'm a master bard.
Sorry, apologies. Nothing of the quality of these two.
Thank you. Thank you.
All things equal.
So the captain says, "Well, it sounds like you've got one annoying goblin thing. You've got a wizard, and you've got some high moral compass guy. Looks like you already have one of those in the group already. So I think it's probably something you can contain."
Balasar. What if you guys become boyfriends?
Guys, it is after 11, so we should.
Yeah.
All right. So before we wrap up, just to set ourselves up, you guys finally do come across an area that is a giant iceberg layer.
Giant ass.
It's kind of rising up from the sea to form a floating island. The portion of the berg that is below the water appears triangular with rounded corners. The plateau portion rises more than 100 feet above the water, and below that you do see what looks to be a village of tents and little huts and made out of ice and things like that. And you see some people heavily dressed, much like the hunters you've seen earlier, are walking around with spears and things in their hands. And there is a large shelf of ice can be seen where a few boats are docked, and it's littered with enormous cracked bones that look like giant ribs that arch much taller than a human. And on the top portion of that plateau, you do see giant spears of ice rising above it. It appears to be what was described to you before you set sail. And we'll end it there for the night. And thanks everybody for joining us. We'll be continuing next Monday at the same time, 5:30 p.m. Central, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Did I say that right? No, I did. I did say that wrong. I'm sorry, 6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern, and we'll see you for episode 2 of The Rise of the Dragon Queen, and we'll see what becomes of Tronic, and his personality issue. And until next time, guys, we'll catch you then.
Bye.